dangerous area. He's going to go for a shot. Oh! Oh, Tommy Watson! Oh, one last gift for the Sunderland fans before he leaves.
Swings it in. Easter flick, Sirkin. Get in! Thank Christ for that. 2-2.
Through the middle to Job. It's Meander on dangerous area. Yes! Come on! Get in!
Get in!
Ballard. Ballard deserves this. Ballard goal now seals everything. It's delivered. Up high. It is Ballard! Oh my God! Oh my God! Get in! Yes! Oh! Oh my God!
Hello everyone and welcome back to Black Cats TV. You'll have to excuse me, I am very sweaty. I've been digging around, I've had to change locations to get this on and working here, and now it's telling me that passwords aren't working and I can't get a stream going, so you'll have to bear with me while I get this set up and go. But I didn't want to be late because of course I wanted to talk about the lineup, as you can see there. So please entertain yourselves at the moment. I'm trying to get this working if I can. Otherwise, it's going to be a very, very short stream. How are you all doing? Hutchinski's in there with hi, SJ. Susie Foster, how are you, Sunderland? Hello. Are you all right, everyone? Hopefully you've got your score predictions in. If you haven't, please get them in now. Put them in the comments and I will star them, and I will keep the ones ready for when the game is on, of course, here. So I just need the last bit. I think it's because I got the code wrong. Let's try it again. See if we can get this working. Hey, technology. There we go. Right, we're on. So, see if we can find it. Whew, I've gone 2-0. I think Mike's gone, I want to say 3-2. I'll have to check. He sent us a video because Mike's away at the minute doing a charity bike ride for Help the Heroes, which I will put a link in for a comment shortly. But if you, I've got a little video from it here, so I'll play it now and then you can tell me what score he said.
What's up, Sunderland fans? Mike here, halfway through my charity cycle. There's the chariot. I'm predicting 3-2 for this game today. It shouldn't be, it really shouldn't be, but Sunderland performed to the calibre of the team they're playing. So, 3-2, just going to sneak a victory.
3-2. I was right. He did say 3-2. Of course he did. He's probably going to be right, knowing him. He's always right on these things here. Lee, hi, mate. I won't be joining in. I'm at the match. Can't believe I've got signal going for 3-0. Nice to see you in here, Lee, anyway, but I'll star that one, keep you going. Normally you have it on anyway beforehand, but never mind if you don't. I will keep that one ready for you. Yeah, I'm surprised you got signal in there as well. I tend to get the, the crappy signal in there. I think Michael Bowers helped me out last time to get a decent bit of signal at the game as well, but I have managed to get my stream on and going. I'll take this off for the minute. I know I'm bald, but hey ho, it's sweaty. It's only because I don't know if whose house I'm using is watching, but I've had to move your TV from all the way over there and literally put it on this desk in front of me because at the moment my stream on the iPad is not working. So I actually don't even need these on. That is just a complete and utter waste of all that gear I brought around, but hey ho. So, lineup. So, Patterson in goal, Huggins, Mukele, Masuaku, and Harrison Jones across the back. Masuaku looks like he's playing like left centre back. Harrison Jones at left back, of course. Rigg, Neal, and Lefay in the middle. Roberts, Isidore, and Dew up front. Looks like it will be Dew up front, and Isidore out on the left. You know where he can play, as we often said for several years. But, not a main position for him. But as we've seen from a few of his goals, he likes to peel off out to the left and then have to cut in and have a shot. So you never know. It might work out really well for him. Will you stop playing music? That would be really helpful. Who've they got on here? Right. Ooh, 17 of you, and thank you for joining me so far. Hey. Sweaty. I got told it was going to rain today, and it's actually been bloody warm. Can't stand the heat. Ooh. I'll keep up to date with the other scores on the bottom just to see if we get anything. Ooh. At the moment, it's just lots of the fans filing into the ground. They all seem to be on the far side, sort of east stand and round to the southeast and the Roker end. I think there are not so many in the northeast where I tend to sit. Lee, give us a wave. I've got a whole shot of the whole crowd on there. Give us a wave wherever you're sitting. And we've got the Huddersfield town. They've got some good numbers actually. Huddersfield up in the gods there. Oh dear. So we've got 3-0. Let's go through the other scores we have in the preview. Sue Pierce, looking forward to your commentary. Yep, sorry, Sue. I've had to move your big telly onto the desk here because I couldn't get anything working, but I'll put it back, I promise. But thank you. Let's have a look here at the scores we've got in so far. So from the preview video, Frederick Watson said, "Hiya, mate, going to go for a 2-1 win." And he also mentioned about the strikers situation that we've got in here. So it's probably good to see Isidore and Giu both getting a run out tonight there. Stephen Royal's gone for 3-1 to Sunderland. James Langley's gone 3-0. Big Chapel's gone 3-0 as well. Dave Common, I think that's Dave the Rave, has gone 2-0 to Sunderland. Tony Huntington 1-0. The Bristolian Mackham, has he put one there? I didn't see that there. One-way ticket, Dave said 2-2. Jason Black said 3-1. Chris Carter-Jackson said 2-0, same as me. And Richard Waite, who's obviously on the leaderboard at the moment there, is saying 5-2. Well, not hedging his bets there. And as we can see there, that's the leaderboard we've got so far. Richard Waite is on there. Same as Mike as well and Trevor Dundin. Trevor Dundin not got a score in so far. So you've got a chance to catch him up because he hasn't partaken so far in it. So you've got every chance of getting back up there at all. Black Cats, hey. So that is Mike, wherever he is on top of a hill or somewhere like that. How's it gone, Mike? How's the Mike at the top of the pile? That guy is a legend. Is he now? Is he? Yeah. How's your cycling going anyway? I saw you just been up a big hill or something like that. So have you stopped in time just for the match, of course? Giving us your thoughtful insights over where you are. Not working. What about this one? Not working. Not working. Here come the teams. That was nice and quick, actually. They are out and about. So can you search on this? You can. No, you can't, apparently. I have trench foot. I've lost a filling. You sound like a lot of negatives there. Like, aren't you meant to be saying it's amazing, all this charity work that you do? Like, you sound like you're in pain a lot. You shouldn't be sort of putting yourself through that, really. Never mind, that one's not working. So we'll keep Sky Sports News on down the bottom so that we can see the other scores coming in as they do. And we'll keep us up here. So Patterson, Huggins, Masuaku, Rigg, Mukele, Dan Neal, Patrick Roberts, Harrison Jones, Wilson Isidore, Mark Dew, Enzo Lafie. On the bench, we've got Abdullahi Alexic, Jensen Jones, Jaden Jones, Ben Middlemas, Simon Moore, Jensen Sealed, Timur Tutirov, and Jack Whitaker. So, who have we got in there? So one there. Yazzie, I reckon 4-1 for today's game. I expect you to have a strong showing. I hope so too. So Yazzie one, you got in there first as well. So we'll star that there. Sue sounds grim. Tony Hunter, I'm not fussed about the results, but I expect a 3-1 win. I think I just read out yours, Tony. So I think I've got you, but I'll star it anyway for now. I think. Have you changed? It sounded like you had a different one. Let me have a look there. You put 1-0 before, Tony. Pick one. You've put 1-0 in the preview and you've put 3-1 here. So what are we having? Get one in there, Tony. Black Cat says 4-4-2. No, I think we're going back to the trusted formation of last season of the 4 at the back, 3 in the midfield, and then 3 across the front, those 3 being Roberts, Giu, and Isidore. And then, of course, in the midfield, we'll play Dan Neal as the sit, and I think he'll have Rigg and Enzo Lafie just playing in front of him. So make a decision, Tony. Safik Tom, is all Joneses related? I know too. Right, he's gone 3-1. Tony, you're sticking to 3-1. Good. Going with that there. Going with that one. 3-1. Thank you very much for correcting yourself there. We're swapping ends, so it seems like we're shooting. Oh, it was nice to see Gooch and Dan Neil both as the captains embracing each other there. What a weirdly poetic and nice little moment that was. Isidore on the left. Odd. Well, I mean, unless you were going to play Enzo out there, but then who else are you going to play in the middle? I think it's more to get them both in. He'll push out on the left side, and it tends to be his favoured side when he's playing anyway. Hamiley Rogers says 2-1. I've got you there, mate. You're in the competition. Safford Tom says Gotch. I think he means Gooch. But there's no, you don't write the D. Richard Wade, I've gone Hatch. You've gone 5-2. I did say that one there. You don't get extra points for naming the scorers, though. Nordy is starting for us, though. So we get to see what he's all about. Is that the volume? It is. I just want to be able to hear it a little bit. Did Dan Neil whisper in his ear, any jobs going at your place, mate? He might do next season. If they can afford the 10 million that he's worth. And we're off. Huddersfield's taking a long ball forward. It's gone over everybody's head. That's Masuaku who's going to get there. He turns out, plays it down the line. Looking for Isidore, but it's kicked out of play by the Huddersfield player. It's not a great picture I've got here, but it is more the Fire Stick problem than the actual stream. So if I do a mic and start calling Diarra Siddique and Siddique Diarra, please forgive me. It's very pixelated. I said they'd play in blue and white, Mike, as well. I knew they'd play in blue and white stripes, but you're like, no, it'll be the white kit. It'll be the white one. Masuaku with the header forward, doesn't quite come to Enzo. Rigg pushing down on his man, doesn't give a foul away. Harrison Jones on it now, gives it all the way back to Patterson. It's nice to see Patterson playing as well there, even though Roofs is way better. Nordy plays it out to Huggins. Huggins back to Nordy. I think it's Mukele is how you say it there. You did say away kit, and I sent a picture of the blue and white striped one. That one. Never mind, anyway. Roberts out on this left side, strangely enough, and no one seems to be out on the right. Dan Neil plays it out to Nordy, just coming to the halfway line now. Passes it to Huggins, who's gone backwards to Neil. Loose ball from Huggins. Neil had to do a good tackle there to make sure he got that, and it gives Huggins a bit of a look to say, what was that hospital pass about? Masuaku plays it to Harrison Jones down here and gives it to Roberts. Roberts is definitely playing on the left side at the minute there. Enzo is definitely playing in the centre. Gives it to Masuaku, swings it over to Nordy as well. And back to each other. Masuaku playing like left centre-back rather than playing as a left-back there, but I think that's more because of Harrison Jones, who just gives it to Roberts, and now Enzo. Nice little touch and turn for Enzo, trying to get his forward, plays into Giu. Nice little pass back, but Enzo is tackled. Strong tackle. Well, I did think he won the ball there, but it was a very, very hard tackle from Kazuma, as he called there. But Enzo is up and moving about there as well. So, sorry, I have Fabrizio Romano's tweets on notifications, just in case he's talking about us again. And it does look like, yeah, Rigg is out on that right-hand side with Roberts on this left one. Masuaku now plays a long ball out left, looking for Roberts. Good first touch from Roberts. Plays it out in front of him, dinks it up over Gooch, but Gooch manages to hold him off. Gooch now tripped by Roberts, and a foul is given. Three minutes gone on the clock here. Can anyone hear that commentary? Just in case there. Just I don't want to be playing it out just for them to be like, lol, copyright. I don't think you could. It's very quiet. Turn down a little bit there. Huddersfield keeper plays it out. Took 30 seconds to take that free kick there. The time wasting already. Burnley have gone 1-0 up against Derby in the Carabao Cup as well. Huddersfield swing it forward. Harrison Jones intercepted Neil with a good header forward to Isidore. Knocks a little touch onto Giu. They're getting each other's way and the ball breaks 3 for the Huddersfield goalkeeper. Ugh. Right, Huddersfield have come all the way forward now, left side, and they've won a throw-in. We're in the sort of right-back position there. No, turn it up, lol. Yeah, all right then. Wonder if that'll... Lee Grant, manager of Huddersfield. Didn't know that. Is that the same Lee Grant that was at Man United for a while? Am I thinking that? Man United goalkeeper as well. SJ, how happy to have you here. Don't want this going to penalties. Does it go straight to penalties? Am I right? There's no extra time in this game. It just goes straight to pens there. Foul given against the Huddersfield player there on Harrison Jones. Quickly taken, giving it to Enzo. Seems like a really full crowd. The crowd behind the dugout seem pretty full, and it's gone most of the way around. I know the north stand and northeast stand don't look very full, and there's sort of seats in between it, but it looks pretty full. Harrison Jones was asking for GU to move for him, and he hadn't. Let's have a look here. Right, 5 minutes played, and we're still not winning. Sack him. Jones plays it back to Masuaku. This is Sunderland. Out could happen, says Pagad. Yeah, you are 100% correct. 11 all on penalties is what we're thinking, isn't it? There, Nordy takes on his man and gets past him. Very good. Dinks it in field to Rigg. Rigg's first little touch on the ball. Easily tackled by a Huddersfield player who come away with it. Neil and Rigg win it back. Good tackle. Isidore lays it off to Neil, gives it back to Rigg, who chops back, gives himself a bit of space and finds Nordy just to calm things down there. Plays it across to Masuaku. Masuaku swings it out to Jones on this near side. He's got Roberts right next to him. Gives it back to Enzo, playing a very deep roll. Dinks it over the top, looking for Isidore, but it was far too much on that there as it bounces out for a goal kick. 6 minutes on the clock there. Preston, 1-0 up against Wrexham. Has the bubble burst on Wrexham? Because I think they've only got a point so far. It was a draw against Sheffield Wednesday. I know this is a cup game, but still to be losing again already. A big step up for them. Kiefer Moore, of course, leading the line for them, as Kiefer Moore was one of our greatest ever assists at Sunderland. Just in May, if you can't remember it, just cast your mind back. Huddersfield wanted to take a short goal kick, but all the Sunderland players were on the edge of the box, launched it forward. Jones heads it back to Neil very well, and Neil just has his foot on the ball, finds Roberts, and Roberts gives it back to Jones. It's sort of almost like a back three. Jones, Masuaku, and Nordy are right in a line, but Huggins is really far up on the other side there. I don't mean far out, I mean really up, but he's easily dispossessed there, and Huddersfield counter forward. Got any options? Suffolk Tom Isidore to score in 18 minutes. Hopefully it's quicker than that. Maybe it is a 4-4-2. It would be very strange of Labrie to just whip in a new formation for a game like this. But I suppose if he wants everyone to get game time, then he may as well test them out there. Long ball forward from the Huddersfield keeper. Nordy wins the header. Enzo can't get it, and it's taken away. Huddersfield coming through the centre. Neil unable to get a foot in. Huddersfield played out to Gooch on this right-hand side. They swing it down the line in behind Jones. Is he going to get there first? He does get there, and it's a corner kick to Huddersfield. Right, what are we on? 7 minutes 40. Huddersfield don't have anybody in the box yet. So, yeah, I think I know what you mean, SJ. Gooch takes the corner. Flicked on, volleyed from the edge of the area, into the goal. 1-0 Huddersfield. I've just realised I haven't even put the score on. Well, Huddersfield reminded me. Let's just do that again. Player on loan from Chelsea, they've just said there has scored the goal. Huddersfield have gone 1-0 up. Blooming brilliant. Second balls again, headed out from the corner, and no one came out for it there. And 1-0 down after 8 minutes. Dear. I think it's, what's he called? Leo Castledine. So the corner came in from Gooch. It was headed out by, I think that's Huggins. And on the volley running in was Castledine. So Yeah, Jones was the closest one trying to get out to him, but not quick enough, and he's just smashed it straight into the roof of the net past Patterson. I don't think Patterson had much of a chance with it there, but yeah, 1-0. Black Cat's money sent, mate. Well, let's have a look. We'll see. Is that because, Yeah, I think so. Well, it probably was SJ as well. We weren't there yet, but never mind. Were you groaning at the goal? Cheers, Mike. Thank you. Right, throw in, far side. Giu dinks it back to Rig. Rig does just about keep it in. Huggins plays it infield to Neil. Neil does well to give it to Enzo. Enzo switches it all the way across here to Roberts. Roberts now looking for an option, swings that in. Giu doesn't win the header. Comes out to Enzo and Neil in each other's way. Gives it to Neil. Now Roberts. He's got Harris. Oh, it was a horrible ball for Jones, but Jones somehow manages to keep it. Running in field, just passes it against the Huddersfield player, and here come Huddersfield. Pass 2. He's still going. Jones is there for company. Masuaku and Nordi in front. He plays the ball behind the striker, thankfully. Huggins manages to get across, but Huddersfield have kept it, and the back heel goes straight out of play for a throw-in. This isn't good. What a goal that is. Ryan, Wrexham have equalised. I've just seen the highlight of it. Ryan Hardy for Wrexham has curled in a beauty. 1-1. Maybe they're not bubbles burst yet. Throw in again. Huggins now finds Neil. Neil plays it up front. Is that Giu's on it, but he loses it again. What do you mean not a great bench? We've got the triple Jones, which sounds like some sort of like poker hand you could have or something, which is like a easily win. Is it one of them where he's not, I don't want to say happy that he's knocked out if he is, but is it like, oh, well, never mind if he is? It's a great strike, really, from the Huddersfield player. Who is on the bench, actually? Moore sealed, Abdullahi, Alexic, Jensen sealed, Jaden Jones, Whitaker, and then the other Jones as well. Oh, Middlemas. I'm sure Middlemas is on there. Huddersfield win a free kick right on the halfway line. Shush. Long ball forward from Huddersfield now. Masuaku's underneath it. Doesn't win the header. Patterson comes out, clears it. It was nudged a bit by the attacker. Enzo wins a header down. Roberts flicks it on. Isidore tries to knock it back down for Roberts does. Roberts plays a ball over the top. Giu should be running in behind. Is he going to get there? No, the defender just about got there first ahead of him. Riggs now come in and passed it back to Huggins. Huggins plays it back to Rig again. Rig out onto his left foot in field to Dan Neil. Dan Neil across to Masuaku. Masuaku swings it near side to Roberts. Jones is going for the overlap, but Roberts is edging towards the goal, but he gives it to Jones. 1-2. Roberts has gone past 1, gone past 2, gets to the byline, cuts back onto his right foot, but lays it back for Jones. Jones with a really high cross. Giu at the far post, but headed out by the Huddersfield player. Giu was teeing up for a volley there, but I don't think the Huddersfield player knew he was behind him, so he had to just put it out of play. Giu is sweating already for 13 minutes gone. He is absolutely pagged already. Premier League is what matters, but a cup run would be nice. We were never going to play a first team. This is a chance for about 5 of them to stand out. Not a good start from them then. No, exactly. Not doing well so far. 54 of you in. I hadn't noticed there. Thank you very much for joining us. Hit that like button. Do hit subscribe. It really helps us out. Short corner. Finds Enzo, smashes it across to... He just didn't aim anybody there. Rig must have been offside. Yeah, flags up against Enzo, I think, for when the ball was played back. So we actually didn't even get the corner into the box before an offside was given. Ooh, you know when you get flashbacks to like League One and being behind? Just feels like that. I kept thinking we played Huddersfield in League One like so many times. And then when I actually looked, we never did. We played them 4 times in the Championship. And then must have been they were in the Championship, the Premier League, when we were in League One. But yeah, I kept thinking this was one of the teams that we just always seem to play. Hoof forward from Nordy. Isidore pushing the back, doesn't quite control the ball. Enzo takes it down the chest, flicks it out to Rig. Every time we get on the ball, they've got like 3 or 4 players around us. We don't seem to be closing down with any sort of intensity like that. Ooh. Exactly, SJ. If they want to have their moments or their chances to show what they can do, surely more games to play for them is better. Lovely ball through Enzo to Roberts at the edge of the area. Finds Giu. Oh, he turned back into trouble and then shot was blocked. Is Giu left-footed up? Because if he was right-footed there, he could have almost had to go straight away at the keeper, but he cut back onto his left and almost turned back into trouble. But great little play from Roberts and Enzo to get him the opportunity to mess up that chance there. Tony Hunterton, if this team can't beat these, they don't deserve a place in the first team. That's pretty much. Sunderland have faced Huddersfield in 3 previous League Cup ties and been eliminated in all 3, 91 to 92, 92 to 93, and 2003 2004. Well, that's a stat I didn't really want. Masuaku, good reading of the game there, steps out, plays it forward to Rig. Really horrible ball, and Rig isn't able to get it, and Huddersfield play it forward quickly. Finds Kesseldine. Outfield to the left mid. He's cut back and gone back to one of the midfielders. Huddersfield trying to get forward in good numbers here. Gone out to the left winger. They've got Rig for company. Huggins hasn't come out. Swings it in. Headed out by Masuaku. Isidore should get that. He does. He's trying to run away from one. Is he pushed there? The referee says no. Huddersfield come away again. 1-2. Oh, he's in behind. Is Nordy going to get there? Nordy steps across his man. Easily comes away with it. Plays it to Roberts. Roberts back to Nordy. All the way to Patterson. Being closed down quickly. Thank you. Gives it to Huggins. Huggins tries a long ball forward to nobody. Doesn't come off at all. And Huddersfield win it back. It's not great. We're not doing well here. We can't even keep... like how we played against Burnley where we couldn't quite get some passes going. It feels a bit like that again, that this team aren't quite finding anybody with their passes here. Long ball forward from Huddersfield. Absolutely no one there. Patterson's going to gather that. Slowly rolls it out to Masuaku and Jones. Masuaku just stood on the ball. Nordy back to Patterson. Oh, this feels like the championship. The two defenders and the keeper just passing it about each other. Back to Nordy, back to Patterson. Come on, try something. Flicks it out to Jones on this left side. Good first touch. Plays it infield to Roberts. Jones was flattened there by his man, but the referee hasn't given anything. Gooch managed to get away. Huddersfield quickly moving it forward. They've got past Masuaku with a lucky bounce. Got into the area. Huggins has put it out for another corner for Huddersfield. When they get the ball, they're very quick with their passes and they're very quick to move it forward. When we get the ball, we're passing it around the defenders side to side looking for a gap, or we're trying to fire it forward quickly but not actually hitting the players. Wonder if it's similar to the embarrassment that SJ is talking about there. It shouldn't be this way. I know Nordy's first game, Masuaku's first game, Giu's first game, and everybody else is sort of bit part players, but still, you should be able to find someone in your own shirt. They're all surrounding the keeper again. Corner comes in. Free back post. Rig manages to step across, but doesn't quite win the ball. Shot from number 15, just wide of the other post there. Terrible play. Messing about in our own area. 18 minutes 20 there. Gooch was on that corner again. Where were these corner deliveries when you played for us, mate? 2 that have dropped absolutely perfect just on the edge of the 6-yard box. I don't remember any corners beating the first man. Lee Grant must be really happy with the start his team have made in this game. Is that Charles? Number 15 is in Dion Charles. Do we say we have an excuse because our centre-backs have never played together before? Yeah, why not? Why not, eh? Isidore does well to hold the ball up there. Huddersfield were appealing for something, but nothing given. Rigg gives it to Enzo. Enzo back to Neil, who can't control it, but does manage to keep it on the second attempt. Gives it back to Masuaku. Back to Nordi. Maybe they're just getting lots of passes in together so that we can go, oh, we did loads, we were great. Rigg back to Nordi. Across to Jones. Nordi telling Jones to go out left, but Jones goes back. Now Masuaku goes out left, finds Roberts. We're looking for a long ball over the top every time rather than trying to play it through. Are they playing with a 5? They're playing 4-1-4-1 by the looks of it there. Is that a Sunderland corner? It is, yeah. We haven't got Ballard on to win any of these headers, though, at the moment. Hey, well, 20 minutes on the clock exactly. Are they taking a short corner again because it worked so well last time? Enzo's in the box, actually, rather than taking the corners. Who's over it? I think that's Masuaku. It is, yeah. Masuaku's over it. Swings it. Headed out. Robert's going to get that. He does. He gives it to Huggins, who should give it down here to Neil. Neil going far side, looking for Rigg. Rigg was never going to win that header. You're aiming for one of the shortest players on the pitch to try and fire a header back across goal. It's just simple stuff, really. Stats have come up. Shots on target, 1-0 to Huddersfield. Touches in the opposition box, 5 for us, 4 for them. Possession, we've had 64. They've had 36. Is that right? No, 32 point something. It's a percentage. Suffolk Tom. 20 minutes, 20 likes. Get to 45 likes by halftime. Well, that'd be nice, wouldn't it, Tom? Forward to Rigg. Rigg cuts in field, tries to dink it, but just gets cut out immediately. Gives it back to Nordi. Tony Hudson. Just an excuse to say that the centre-backs have not played much, but they are supposed to be top players. They will have to be in the Prem. Yep, exactly. Enzo tries a little 1-2 with Roberts, but Gooch manages to get himself in front. Tackled by Roberts. Was he given a foul? No. Roberts stopped like a foul was given, but it's out for a Huddersfield throw-in right in the the right back position where Gooch plays. Black Cats TV. If I fall asleep, sorry in advance, lol. You can't say that. You are the channel, Mike. That's fine. We understand. How many miles have you done so far? You've done it, 3 or 4 days now? How many miles have you done and how many miles you got to go? Enzo wins that one. Lovely little Cruyff turn. Jones, lovely little flick. Why are we playing with all this confidence, fancy footwork, and yet we're 1-0 down? Roberts runs into 2, doesn't come away with the ball. Huddersfield come away with it. Masuaku bullies his man and wins the ball back. Nordi's got it now. Simple ball to Enzo, and Enzo goes back to Nordi. Lovely turn from Nordi there to really send his man the other way. Jones, look to your left every time. Harrison Jones gets it. He goes back. Even they're all pointing at him like you've got down the line and he just turns back. I don't know if it's just because he's not a left back, but it's just... Right, they've given him it now. You're going to go forward. He's got a long ball over the top. Isidore's not going to try and win the header there. Enzo doesn't win the second ball either. And that is a Huddersfield ball from that one. Yeah, Huddersfield throw. 2.5 days, only 80 miles so far, the highest peaks all done. So it's all downhill from here. You don't even have to cycle the rest of the way. You just let it roll the whole distance. Yeah, that's how gravity works. Oh, Huddersfield goalkeeper kicks it out, doesn't get very far, but manages to evade Isidore and Giu. Huddersfield smash it up front now. Masuaku fires it back in. Giu pushed in the back. No. It's just become a bit scrappy, this, firing it back and forward. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, SJ, I was reading it in my head rather than reading out loud. Masuaku's played in the Prem plenty. I think he's played 180 games or so. Mukiele has played Champions League experience and played for PSG and Bayer Leverkusen. You're right, the pedigree is definitely there. It is. They're not showing it at the minute. But I don't know if that's because of what they're working with in front of them being Dan Neil. And I don't mind Dan Neil. I think he's better than Mike gives him credit for, but he's not doing himself any favours here so far. Huddersfield with the short goal kicks again. Keeper closed down by Isidore, but he fires it long. Easily taken down on the chest by McKaylee. Gives it to Jones. Forward. Thank you. Gives it to Enzo. Now Enzo fires it back. He was rubbing off even out, but good players are turning around and just firing it back at the defenders. Huggins. Back. Giu. Isn't he? Giu, chap. He's the one we got on loan from Chelsea. Scored like 7 or 6 goals last year for Chelsea in the Conference League. On loan. I think we have to play him for a certain amount of games, so this might be one of them. Another reason to go through in the competition, just so that we can get those games cut out of his contract into the cup competitions. Nordy running forward. He's gone all the way to Huggins, and Huggins just stood in front of him. Not moving. Neil trying to take on 2. He's been forced back and gone all the way back to Patterson. Yeah, I'm starting to agree, Mike. But I think they end up keeping him this season, though. I don't think we've got money to just splurge on another one. Giu manages to... No, he doesn't. It was a bit of a weird ball from your favourite Dan Neil. Gooch has gone all the way back to the Huddersfield keeper. He's gone long. Harrison Jones flattens his man. Masuaka comes away with it, but offside is given against the Huddersfield player. We could have Messi up front. If he's not getting the service, he's never going to score. That is true. You feel a bit sorry that Nordy's just played a simple ball into Rig there. He didn't trap it at all and just came away with it. And you could see there was just like, this isn't what I'm used to. Huddersfield crossing the halfway line now. Coming this near side. Gooch is up against Roberts. All the way in field now. All the strikers ran the same way, so he's gone all the way across to the left back. They've tried a ball over the top there. Is he going to chase that? He does chase, but he's never getting there. Patterson keeps it in. All right, thanks, Conrad. I was wondering, it's your pronunciation completely wrong. Oh, thanks. It's Giu, isn't it? What are you calling him? Giu? I got told it was G-U. So I say Giu. But tell me how it is. Am I saying it wrong, everyone? Long ball, crossfield. Huggins didn't bother, and it's gone out of play for a throw. Huggins is a strange one as well. Like, had moments like in the Championship, was it where he scored that goal where he ran past like 5 or 6 of another team and fired it into the roof, and then now he looks like he can't get past 3 players for 1 player for Huddersfield. Haven't heard Isidore for the last 15 minutes. Is he on the pitch? Yeah, he's there. I said that he didn't jump for a header. You know, like when Kenwyn Jones just stopped jumping for headers after his injury. Tony Huntington's. I thought it was Giu. Hard G. Giu. Giu. Is that it? I like Giu. Or is it like the morning dew? Or like Mountain Dew? Jones under pressure manages to get it back to Masuaku. Switches it across to Nordy. They're calm on the ball, them two. They're not worried about someone closing them down, whereas everyone else seems to panic. Isidore ran away from a header again, hoping that the player was just going to head it back to his keeper and he could cut it out. Gooey. Have we had a shot on target yet? No! Isn't this fun? Jones swings it in, looking for the Chelsea striker at the back post. See, you've got me rattled now, Retro Robbo. It's Chelsea striker, that's what he's going to be called. He didn't bother and the keeper came and got it. So I was reading the comments. I've got to stop reading them in my head. That's what it is. Long ball forward from the keeper. Does find the striker who does well to keep it in. Even Sunderland Twitter's just come on and just gone, we're needing a response, lads. Long ball forward, well taken down by the left mid into the penalty area. Takes on Huggins' shot. It's straight at Patterson. So no, we've not had a shot on target, but they've had 2 and scored 1. That's a great touch from that left midfielder. And it was some sort of standoff defending again from the Jensen Seal school of we're not going to put a tackle in, we're not going to put a foot in, we're just going to stand off and put our body into a shape and hope that we block it. Long ball forward from Masuaku looking for Giu. Got there in front of his man, done well, but he's got two for company. Is he going after this one? Huddersfield managed to clear it. Is anything given there? No. Went up for a header with Masuaku and hit the deck. Taylor for Huddersfield, that's who it is. I know, SJ. It's an absolute barnstormer. We don't even seem to be trying. It's the sort of same old thing. Do you remember last year when we had moments where we would just sit around and just sort of pass it about? It was Meppen and 09 and Patterson just every time. No one actually sort of thought, do you know what, put foot on the ball, let's try something here. Like Enzo's got the ability clearly to get it through this team, but he sat playing as like CDM. Like he needs to be in that number 10 if we want to actually get the best from him. Then we might be able to link the strikers into the play here. Remember that FIFA game? Ronaldo was called number 9. Should we do the same? I'm old enough to remember there was a striker who played for Inter Milan. I can't remember his name, but he was number 9, and they brought in another striker who took the number 9 shirt. So for Champions League games, he wore 8+1 as his shirt number. Enzo finds Isidore. See, Enzo's a bit more advanced and actually finds a striker with a pass there, gives it to Jones. Jones to Roberts. He's gone back to Enzo. Yep, that's it. Let's go all the way back to the keeper. Finds Nordy. Close enough. Nordy to Rig. Back to Neil. Are we going to go... Let's try not to go back to the goalie here. In fairness, Huddersfield have everyone behind the ball, but still, some of these plays should be good enough to try and get something through. Enzo onto the left side. Dinks it. Oh, just taken off Isidore's toe. Huggins dinks it to Rig. Nope. Gives it away. Can we just launch some balls into box? Dew is a tall lad. We're not utilising him properly. Yep. Same with Isidore, but Isidore's not going to jump for these ones here. Roberts beats one. Gooch comes in for a tackle, bounces it off Roberts, and it's gone out of play for a goal kick. This is fantastic football. Anyway, 52 of you in. What have you all had for tea? I had a chicken wrap. It was lovely. It was much more entertaining than this game so far. Having said that, the Huddersfield strike was lovely, just annoying it was against us. It's a good turnout, actually, of Sunderland fans in there. Colin H. Neil looks totally disinterested at times. In my opinion, he isn't quick enough for the Prem. Others may disagree. No, I think that's spot on. I think Mike would as well if he's not fallen asleep already. Harrison Jones intercepted, gives it to Roberts. Nice little ball to Enzo. Just touch, lets him down. Is that a Sunderland ball? No, he's giving it to Huddersfield. He's just not a 6. Like I think Labrie likes to sit him deep and try to get him to orchestrate the play, which he just isn't that. Like we saw, he's actually better at driving forward and trying to get, like the supporting midfielder. But Regis just doesn't play him like that there. Who, what? I was saying that you don't think that Dan Neil's good enough for the Premier League, and neither do I, and neither does Colin H there. Tony Huntington, I had a crisp sandwich. That sounds lovely, actually. What kind of crisps? Is it McCoy's or Walker's? Or was it like something really out there, like a disco or something like that there? Brentford, 1-0 up away at Bournemouth. That isn't great for us next Saturday, is it? Brentford actually turning it on and doing all right at the minute. Fabio Carvalho. It's not It's not Carvalho, but it's like close enough. Carvalho. Anyway, Huddersfield into the box, taking on edge of the area now. Neil's closed him down. Turns onto his right. Neil's just pulling at his arm. Gives it to Gooch. Cut out by Roberts. Isidore doesn't get there first. McCoy's beef. Oof. Tony, that is lovely. Shot from distance. Oh, Patterson just left it as it went wide of the post there. He's a bag of shite. I thought you were on about Tony Huntington's crisp sandwich there when you said the bag. I was like, what's a bag of shite? Colin H. Meat Feast Pizza. Ooh, that That sounds lovely. "34 minutes gone, and we're still yet to have a shot on target, yet to even have like a good bit of play into the box, and where we might have just put the shot wide. Just nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's pretty poor. Oh, God. I've just seen on Sky Sports News, they're obviously doing this competition as well. Derby have equalised against Burnley, but they're talking about the EFL trophy. Do you remember that? Do you remember when we won it? Ah, memories, eh? I thought there was a Sunderland player walking off the pitch there, but it was just a steward in an orange and red and white sort of bib. Roberts isn't really taking people on either, but he's got Gooch right next to him every single time he gets the ball. Surely you would put someone like Enzo up against Gooch, who've never played with him, rather than Roberts and Gooch. And Roberts out on the far side. Giu does well there to keep the ball, but he gives it back to Neil. Neil finds Jones, slips it through to Enzo. First touch lets him down and gives it straight to the centre-back. Smash the ball away, and Masuaku's changed into to pick it up there. Pagard. If we concede another, I can't see us scoring 3. No, me either. Although there was the year we actually got to the final. Who did we play like Northampton Town in the first round? We were like 2-0 down, and then we won 4-2. Something like that anyway. And that's the year, of course, we got to the final and were robbed by the big cheats that are Manchester City. Enzo now finds Roberts. Isidor's come short. Isidor's offering absolutely nothing. Nordy driving forward himself, thinking, right, may as well have a go myself. There's no point in anybody else. Gives it Huggins. Back to Nordy. See, they've got nothing. They just end up going backwards. Riggs swings it in. Whoa, well defended there. Whoever, there's a blonde centre half there. He did really well. He was in the middle of Giu and Isidore and headed it back over his head and out for a corner. That was actually the first time we've put a decent ball in. Both strikers were there, ready for it, and had to force the defensive clearance from the Huddersfield team. Gooch absolutely clattered into Isidore as well, making sure he didn't get on it there. Right. Corner. Who's on this one? Surely Enzo on this one. It is. Ballard. Yeah. No. Corner gets Jones, near post, and the keeper catches the rest there. Long ball forward. Is Roberts going to get that? Keeper smashed it forward, but it went out of play right by Regis. Jones with a free header, but he was sort of leaning backwards for it and headed it up in the air, and the keeper easily came and caught it there. Doesn't count as a shot on target because I actually think it was going to go nowhere near the goal. I've just come back and the referee's having a talking to Masuaku and Dan Neil. I don't know what they're moaning at here. It'd be interesting to see a replay of this. Oh, Masuaku got a yellow. Retro Robbie. Oh, £5 super chat. Thank you very much, my friend. My 6-year-old nephew is at the match. His very first one ever with his dad today. Just got a text from him saying we're playing like dogs runny poo. Yeah, no, I've got 2 sons myself, and I'm sort of at that moment where I'm like, what age can I... Another yellow card? What's going on here? Where I sort of... Who's on the floor? Enzo's on the floor, so this must be a yellow card for a Huddersfield player. Let's have a look here. So Jones took it. Enzo went short. Who was it? I don't know who it was there, but Charles. I don't know if it's Dion Charles, but just kicked the back of Enzo, who turned him there. Now I'm at that point where I don't know when to take my sons as well. I mean, one of them's 4 in next week, and the other one is 9 weeks old. So obviously he's not ready to go yet. But he does likes him. Huggins just fell over on the ball, man. It was a switch of play. Huggins literally... It's like something I would do. Do you know what I mean? Took it on the chest and just tripped over, and the ball just trickled out of play for a goal kick. He's interested in football. He loves playing it. He loves his Sunderland shirts that I always get him. But like when we actually put it on, he's vaguely interested, of course, here. So we're debating when to actually like take him and go. But for a 6-year-old for his first game, I think that's probably fair enough. But obviously, he could have had a better one than this one. But who knows? Maybe the second half will be an absolute solid dog turd for him instead of a runny one. You never know. You never know. But thank you very much, Retro Robbo. That's really appreciated. And yeah, well, thank you. Well, I don't know. Just thank you. We don't get super chats very often, so thank you very much. Throw in from Huddersfield, and it's just going to go out and play for a Sunderland goal kick there. Blackcast TV says thank you. He appreciates that one. This is pathetic. Get some crosses in, attack more. Exactly, SJ. We've just put up a stat, the bit where they cut the pitch out into thirds. So in Sunderland's defensive third, it's been played 24%. In the middle third, it's been played 51%. And in Huddersfield's defensive third, it's been played 25% there. So just majority in the midfield there, but not enough of us dominating it into the third. We don't know what to do when we get to the final third, really. Paggard. Is it Paggard? It is. I've got knock on my glass on. I love Sunderland me. They never let me get too excited. Yeah, it's true. I think that's why we all had such a lovely time in like May through till the Burnley game, because it was just like, oh my God, we're actually winning and it's going really well. And then we've had that bump back to earth. Masuaku switches it across. Huggins backpedaling, heads it back. It was probably going to, oh Christ almighty. It might have been a bit too hard for him, but in trying to head it, he just headed it even further out of play than it was already going. So far, has anyone impressed you? Wait until your son does something really bad and then take him. He'll never be naughty again. Oh, it's so true. Oh, actually, the other day, he in the downstairs loo, he somehow pulled the plug chain off of the little sink. And so it was just the plug and the chain, and he just kept sort of messing with it. And anyway, I came in after he'd been to the loo and I went, "Where's the plug?" And he went, "Oh, I flushed it down the toilet." And I'm like, "Why?" And he's just like, and it had that face on of like. So thankfully the toilet's not knackered. It was this Enzo's down on the floor, and the Sunderland players are saying the physios need to get on. That's what I like. More delays to let this run on. Is it Enzo? It is, yeah. Enzo down. I wonder what happened there. He must have got a clattering off somebody. Gooch is there talking to the referee. What's happened there then? Replay. Dinks it. Enzo. Oh, he ran into him. The Huddersfield player and Enzo just ran into each other, really. Nothing much in it. It was the same player who kicked him a few moments ago, so I don't know if Enzo tried to leave one on him, but I think they probably both just winded each other just a little bit there. Tony Evans said, my tea and Bicky's is better than this. Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about, because we'd asked earlier on, what did everyone have for tea? That's what I thought I was reading there, but yeah, it pretty much is. Players coming over for a drinks break, talking to Regis and the coaching staff. Nordy and Isidore seem to be having a bit of a dialogue with each other about where they should be. Nordy looking very animated in terms of trying to explain to him. In fairness, I'd listen to him. He's come from the higher up clubs and sort of go, if he wants to play it that way, surely that's what we should be doing. Who's down here then? Oh yeah, let's video the Huddersfield player who put us 1-0 down. Let's see the goal again. Headed out. It's a great strike. Harrison Jones, the closest one out to him, but I don't know if anyone else is watching this. He runs out in a sort of curve. Like, he doesn't run straight to the guy who's got the ball. He sort of bends his run and then goes back to him. Like, I'm getting out of the way, but I'm making it look like I still went after him there. Tony, no, I had smoked mackerel and salad. Oof. That was so lovely until you said salad. Enzo going off at the minute. I think he's just getting treatment on the side. We're probably just going to let him have a rest for 2 minutes before half time. Doesn't look comfy though. Or is he going off? No, they stopped on the touchline. He's made a stronger stuff, our Enzo. Kirill is there. Sat in the box marked M&S. I'm guessing it's not Marks and Spencer's. Why is he not in his seat at the top? Unless he's just slumming it in one of the boxes. "44 minutes up on the clock now, what we're going to think. 2 or 3 minutes of added on time, would you reckon?" Huddersfield now firing it long. Over the top of Jones. He's taking it on the chest and he's in behind Jones. Jones does really well, recovery tackle, but doesn't get the second one. They're in again, swings it across, headed out by Nordy, shot from distance, blocked by Neil. That was actually a great bit of defensive play from Dan Neil to throw himself in the way of that one. They break so quickly on us and we're not ready for it every time. And then when we try and break, we're so slow. Huggins puts it out for a throw in. Why are we under so much pressure from Huddersfield? Huddersfield made 10 changes themselves. So this is just as embarrassing. They need to kick up the backside at half time. This isn't good enough. No, it's true. It's really poor. And yet every time they fire it forward, they're absolutely sprinting for it. And yet when we're going for it, we're very... Well, we match Labrie. We're very calm. We don't tend to sort of think of anything with any urgency, but that's sometimes really annoying. Enzo tried a nice little ball through to Jones, but it was too hard. Labrie steps on. How many minutes? 3 minutes added on. Colin H. The bench doesn't inspire me with confidence. No, me either. I'd like to see Abdullahi because I watched him a good couple of times in pre-season and thought he looked a threatening one and gives us something different to Isidore and Giu. I think Giu should stay on. We know what Isidore can do, but I'd like to see maybe Abdullahi get some minutes. Huddersfield in behind again. Left midfielder's got it, but Nordy's tracking him. He's pushed him out to the edge of the area, cuts back to his right, edge of the area, shot from distance. Patterson easily gathered. They've had 3 or 4 shots on target and we haven't even had one yet. I think we play better with one striker, really. It's just, another top fan. Not at the game. Our fans are embarrassment. Wow. Well done there, mate. Swings it forward. Patterson gets that one. Who else is this one here? No other goals in there. I thought that was a goal in the competition, but it's not. Masuaku. Don't worry, it's 3-1 at the end. That's fine. I'll take that. Forward, Isidore challenges but doesn't win the header. Roberts is letting it bounce out of play. We've had 1 minute and 20 of the game, so of the added time so far. Jones throws it to Enzo. Enzo with Jones. Playing it to Nordy. Nordy forward to Giu. No, it's Rig. Rig to Huggins. Swings it across. Anyone there? Keeper gathers the ball. That was another cross there, SJ. Like you said before, getting the crosses in, but we're not finding anybody with them. Masuaku has just pushed Taylor over and trying to do... Is that a foul given? No foul given. Good. I was about to say it's shoulder to shoulder. I know he's on about it, SJ, but it's like, I have a season ticket. I do go every game. I just didn't want to go to the cup game and I had other things to do tomorrow. But, Nordy finds Jones. Jones down here to Roberts. Got about 30 seconds left. Jones now switch to Giu. Finds Roberts. Getting to the edge of the area. Finds Isidore. Dinks it through to nobody. And Huddersfield just about come away with it now. 3 players around him, but simple pass and they're out. Over to the left back. Riggs closing him down, but another pass in field. No one there. Now the left midfield is breaking away as well. About 10 seconds left to go. Down the left side. That should be Nordy's ball. It does really well just to shepherd it out of play for a goal kick. There we go. That's half time. What a lovely game. A lot of work to do in the second half, really. They look massively more up for it than we do. Or they certainly are chasing every ball more than we are and a bit more slick with their passing anyway so far. But I think if I was going to make any changes, I know we said the bench doesn't inspire. I think Abdullahi, I'd like to see get some minutes there. I'm just having a look at it here. And then maybe Alexic. I always thought Alexic, when he came on, was direct and at least ran at people. Obviously, it didn't quite work out as well as it could have done, but at least when he gets on the ball, he drives forward, and that might just be what we need in this one. Taylor for Huddersfield's having a right go at the referee whilst walking off. I've just had a message off Bowers. Well, after the first half, that's not happening when he said we win in 90. Oh, I don't want to see that. They've just showed a picture of who won the trophy last year, but it was no one important anyway. No one important. Any changes anyone would make at half time? Apart from play better, attack more. What have we had? So we've had 68% possession. We've had no shots on target to Huddersfield's 3. We've had 1 successful cross out of 8. They've had 2 out of 4. Now it's gone to defensive ones. God, you don't get a chance to read them. Well, let's have a look at the scores and the rest of the competition while we see where that's going. Let's have a look here. So, Carabao Cup. So Reading are beating Wimbledon 2-1. Cambridge are beating Charlton 2-1. Wolves are leading against West Ham 1-0. Accrington and Doncaster are 0-0. Bournemouth are losing at home to Brentford 1-0. Bromley and Wickham is 1-1. Burnley and Derby is 1-1. Cardiff are 2-0 up at home to Cheltenham. Norwich are 1-0 down at home to Southampton. Preston are beating Wrexham 2-1 at home. Stoke are 2-0 down to Bradford at home. We're 1-0 down to Huddersfield at home. Swansea and Plymouth are 1-1. Barnsley are losing 1-0 to Rotherham at home. How many more of these? Burton and Lincoln are 0-0. Birmingham are 1-0 down to Port Vale at home. Wigan and Stockport 0-0. Millwall are beating Coventry 1-0. And Sheffield Wednesday and Leeds United are 0-0. Interesting, the Coventry one. Is the greatest player of all time, Jack Rodoni, not playing for them? He's not. That'll be why. They're not playing Jack Rodoni, the greatest player who ever lived, according to Coventry fans last season. So that's probably why they're not winning. Must be worth about 60 million if Job's worth about the 30 odd that we got for him. Oh, right, let's see. Do I have the stream? Let's see. Is this going to work for me? Have we got any red buttons? Let's have a look. 1. We should. Oh, yeah, here we go. Finally, we'd have some of the streams on. There we go. Well, I'm glad I found this. I've just been making it up as I've gone along. I'm just hoping, but it seems we are 1-0 down in the end. We'll find our one eventually. That's Millwall and Coventry, who are still playing. Where's the Stadium of Light? That's Stoke. There we go. We got it. Oh, well, I might be able to get a bit of commentary on this one here. 51 of you in. Thank you for joining me so far. I don't know how many likes were on there. I don't know if Tom's still in there to check how many likes we're on. But it's probably not enough, so let's have more. Plenty of time left, says T Drinker. It is. I mean, we're going to need to change how we were playing in the first half. Of course, there it felt very Burnley. Just passing wasn't quite working. We weren't quite getting it as quickly as we needed to forward. I mean, it says there, no shots on target, no clear-cut chances, 1 successful cross, 4 successful dribbles out of 8. It's not ideal, especially against a League One. They are League One, aren't they? League One opposition. And you would think someone like Huggins would really enjoy that sort of freedom up on the right-hand side. I don't know if it's because he hasn't got Roberts there with him. I'd probably put Roberts back to right midfield with Huggins that side. I think Isidore more out left with Harrison Jones. I think we actually play better. We'd actually do better going back to our formation of the 4-3-3, but with obviously 1 city midfielder and 2 that are more like 8 really, and then a single striker. We'll try and control the midfield a bit better rather than how easily they're getting away with it at the moment. It's a great strike from the Huddersfield player, rather annoyingly. Yeah, Patterson had no chance. Roofs wouldn't have had any chance either. Oh, well. I'll double check. We'll double check the like, see where we're at. Is Mike asleep? Mike, are you still with us? Where are we at? There it is. So, 46 if you're in. We are at 26. What's happened here? Just all Coventry in these. All Huddersfield in these highlights at the moment. But that's, of course, they've had all the action really in this first half. I don't think we've even tested their keeper. He probably could have had a sit down. The shot from distance as well, yeah. Anthony Patson just sort of pulled away from it there. Is this the one chance we had where Nordy went down the right, gave it to Huggins, back to Nordy, and he gave it to Rigg. Rigg then onto his left and swung it in. Yeah, it's the one where the defender had to head it back over the bar because he was in the middle of Gio and Isidore. I think Jack Watmore, I think he's called, it said there. No, said Black Cat's TV. He's not asleep. Have you got your tent up? Is it pitch black where you are yet? Ooh. Right. I'm just going to take a quick break and go to the loo. I'll be back for the second half in a moment. Right. Back, thank you. I had some to eat as well. It's really dark outside. I know it's like 8 o'clock at night now, but I still thought it was sort of summer. Street lights are on, get home, kids. I wish they'd stop showing that team up the road winning the trophy after every advert break. Passing accuracy, apparently we've had 90%. I refuse to believe it unless that's counting the 100 passes we're doing between the two defenders at this point, which feels a bit like stat padding if we are. Oh, West Ham have equalised against Wolves. Thomas Souček. No changes from anybody? Nothing? No one fancying putting the neck on the line of what Labrie should do? Does he actually think any changes will be made? Man City's under 21s, 5 Oldham 1. Tony Huntington, RLB, has to show his character and get this team playing in the second half. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I've said in the preview video, we've actually not been out of this round of the competition since 2021, I want to say. The year we got promoted from League One with Lee Johnson, of course. You remember we went all the way to the quarterfinals where we got beat by Arsenal at the Emirates, where we went through quite a few rounds to get to them, of course, playing in the League One. I think so. We were a round ahead of ourselves, really. But yeah, ever since then, we were out to Sheffield Wednesday the year afterwards. We were out to Crewe the year after that. It was Preston last year, and now potentially Huddersfield on the cards for this one. It seems like a competition they always sack off quite early on, but like we said, I still think it's worth playing if some of these fringe players really want to get themselves into the manager's thoughts. Surely they could do worse things than picking up performances in the cup. John Swinney, I honestly don't see the point of playing 4-4-2 when RB has no intention of playing this on Saturday. Yeah, exactly. You'd have thought Gio would have played better. Practicing the system that we're actually going to play in. Same with Nordi, same with Masuaku as well, same with Enzo as well, or even a system that he played with in the previous season would have been better for him. But yeah, 4-4-2, and we've had a grand total of no shots, no real attacking impetus. It's just been, that's the whole point of 4-4-2, isn't it? Get the ball in, you've got more strikers, and then you can, have a proper go at it. But it just, yeah, seems a bit poor. Jimmy Montgomery there up in the stand on his own, or is he with a mate anyway? But half time in Millwall and Cov, 1-0 Millwall. How long's this half time? It feels like it's gone on forever. It's getting cold. I might have to put the heating up now. I won't put the heating on. Just put this back on. I'm not sweating anymore anyway. Keep the old dome warm. Here we go. I can hear ready to go, so they must be coming back out. Oh, I hate that. When players and teams come out and they've got the cones set up to do a little dancing routine. We've made one sub, and it is Huggins has gone off for Jensen Jones has come on. So Jensen Jones must be going right back, I would have thought, if Huggins has come off. Sounds like we're too sluggish and a bit square. That's pretty much perfectly it. Yeah, we're, just slow, methodical, rather than actually trying to be on the front foot. And, we always struggle with breaking teams down. Is that because we let them get back in numbers before we then try and pass them to death? We're not Arsenal of like the 2010s. We just need to get the ball forward to our better players. Like Isidore is a player that thrives off of a bit of space to run into and use his pace. Surely that's, going to get through there. Mind the gap, eviction 59. Mind the gap. How did your game go yesterday? Did your 90 plus 15 minute equaliser, because you played well, do suit you quite well? Ooh. Are we underway? We're underway. Neil takes the centre, gives it back to Patterson. He's gone long out to the left. Isidore does win the header, flicks it on to Gooch. Gooch gets it, plays a simple ball out. Have we changed the system slightly? I don't know if the three of them looked like they were right behind the two strikers there. I don't know if that was just the way it's set off at the beginning. "19, Jensen Jones, and he's on. Right, Gio's not going to get to that one. It's hooked clear. Masuaku wins the header, easily taken down by the Huddersfield player, but Neil, he should have got there first, but didn't. Played it in behind, but Nordy's going to come across and cover for that one. Gives it out to Jensen Jones. First touch of the ball and gives it straight away to the left back who dinks it through, but Nordy should get that one and smashes it clear. Hey, man, have you seen the Celtic result? No? What are Celtic doing? What are Celtic doing? I don't even know they were playing. Throw in from Huddersfield. Swinging it all the way over. I'll move that over there. Gooch gone past Isidore. Got Enzo with him. Cuts back. Finds a midfielder. They've gone all the way back to their defenders as well. Champions League qualifications. Oh, God, right. Yes, I have just seen it. They lost on penalties to Kairat Almaty. Is that how you say it? Oh, dear. Is it Rangers play tomorrow in their qualifier as well? Huddersfield have been eliminated from 16 of the last 17 League Cup ties against top-flight sides. The exception was in 1909 when they won 1-0 at Chelsea. That's a great stat as well. So one of those has got to come wrong then. They're either going to knock us out again for the fourth time, in which case they'll do over the other one or not. But Scottish sides do pretty poor in the Champions League anyway. They shouldn't. Jensen manages to get that down. Well done. Neil gives it back to Patterson. 2.5 minutes into the second half. Gives it to Jones. Jones cuts back and gives it to Masuaku. Oh, please don't start just passing it about yourselves again. I don't want another half of just watching the two centre-backs pass it back and forth. Jones down the line to Rigg. Rigg turns around, plays it in field. Jones has got it again. Now Roberts. Roberts is out on this right side as well. Enzo couldn't. What happened there? Is it a free kick? What are they given? I don't really understand there. What did he give that one? The referee stopped the play and given the ball back to Chris Rigg to take it from 30 yards or so. I don't know what happened. West Ham are now 2-1 up. Looks like Paquetá has scored for West Ham. Isidore now on the left. Maybe we have changed. Oh no, Isidore's just run all the way into the centre. Roberts now is definitely on this right-hand side, thankfully. You're going to swing it in? No, he swings it all the way across to Jones. Got a bit of space. Isidore is definitely out left. So Giu's more in the middle on his own, and Enzo's a bit further up with him. Cross from Isidore, looking at the back post. Jones on the volley, just wide. Finally, we've actually had a bit of an attacking impetus, and it was a 19-year-old that had our first shot. It was awfully wide, but at least we've done something. Just bounced just before he got it there, but well, that's Giu and Rigg weren't going for it. They were both still in the centre circle. They're out the Champions League because they lost to a team that is ranked 350th. Kairat Almaty, who played park the bus style football well, and it succeeded. We should set up a friendly against them. Yeah, true enough, just to try and see if we can do it there. Ken Udale, first half totally void of any ideas whatsoever. Yeah, they completely agree, Ken, completely agree. I mean, looks like we've changed it up a bit this second half. Giu is definitely up top on his own with sort of Enzo in behind. Roberts has gone out to right midfield, and Isidore's gone out left. Neil is in the centre with Rigg, I want to say. Unless there's that Enzo dropped in as well. It's hard to tell. Isidore's definitely out left, though. And he's getting a bit more. He's had more touches in this first 5 minutes than he had in the entire first half. Going up against his man on the overlap is Jones. Crossed in. Cleared out by Watmore. Great tackle from Jones. Wins that back. Enzo swings it across to Nordy. About 30 yards out. Dinks it to Roberts. Roberts plays. Tried to play it down the line to Nordy. Nordy bundles over his man. That is a foul. Are we making more connections? It seems like it. I mean, it's 5 minutes in, but we've definitely changed our system, or we've put Isidore out left, Roberts out right, and we seem to be trying a bit more. It was good from Nordy to actually want to drive forward and sort of join the attack, really, rather than sort of just sort of going, yeah, this is great, losing to Huddersfield. Fabian, prove we should be in the Champions League. Yeah, exactly. Should. Well, we will be at the end of this season. 47 of you in. Thank you for joining us. Please hit the like button and subscribe. It does help out. Dan Neal does well to keep the ball there. Gives it to Masuaku. Gives it to Jones under pressure. Fires it out left side. Isidore chasing after it. Is he going to get there first? The goalkeeper's come out for it as well. Smashes it forward. And Jones does well just to take it down. And then gives it back to Masuaku. He gives it to Nordy. This near side. He's going to come all the way across to Jensen Jones. Jones has gone back to Nordy. There wasn't much on in terms of options and was closed down. Mark, I stand by it. It is embarrassing. Cool. Isidore, good touch. Good tackle that from Gooch there. Has gone out for a Sunderland corner. Isidore trying to get the crowd going as well. Better. Bit better than before. Who's that taking it? Is it Enzo? No, it looks like Neil's over. No, Neil's there and Enzo's there. Must be Enzo. It's got to be Enzo's gone out to take this corner. It is, yeah. No kiss on the ball this time, like for the Ballard goal. Corner comes in. It's gone all the way out to the back. Nordy's going to have to rescue that one. Takes a touch there. Dived. And no foul was given. It's a throw to Huddersfield. Masuaku is a very underrated player. He makes very good passes connecting the players on the pitch. Yeah, he's been all right so far. He's not really put a foot wrong. Nordy's gone down. I don't know if his foot was just stood on a little bit by the Huddersfield player, but I wouldn't exactly have said it was a foul or any need to stay down like that. So, yeah, it's not a foul, really. Although saying that, you saw a penalty given to Arsenal the other day for the exact same thing of standing on toes. So, never know. He's having a go at the linesman for not seeing it. Throw to Huddersfield, right in the left-back position. CK Sky, full-time, 1-1. Well, I hope so. Are you from the future? Well, I don't hope so. I hope we win. But, I mean, I'll take it a minute. Oh, ball's broke to Gio in the box. Oh, saved by the keeper. That's the first shot we've had there. It broke to Gio in the box. He took it past one and then put his shot straight at the goalkeeper as well. Enzo on the edge. Ball taken off of him. Plays out to Isidore out wide. Shot blocked, and it's a corner. Oh, a bit more intensity. Gio's first proper effort there. The goalie's gone down. So what happened there? Terrible ball played. It bounced to Gio in the middle. First touch let him down, but he turned Watmore, had a shot straight at the goalie there, who was just scrambling to get back in front of him. Just broke from Rig, and that's how it happened. But he tried to slot it just in, but keeper made himself big. In my opinion, we need more experience across the pitch to help the young ones in the squad we have. Yeah, I'd say that's right in this game. Obviously, we bought a few bits of experience in the other, in sort of Xhaka and Alderete, and hopefully if we can get that Lucchini deal across the line, then we'll be doing all right. Keeper stayed down and they got the physios on. Burnley still 1-1, it says on the big screen above me. Oh, the keeper made one save and he's down injured. Christ. It's a good thing we didn't have loads of saves in the first half. Are they going to swab him off? Giving the thumbs up. I think the keeper's going to stay on. Not the matter with him, says Colin. No, exactly. The goalie got told to go out and warm up, and now he's a bit like, what? I had to go out and stretch for no reason whatsoever? I still think it'd be funny if goalkeepers, when they went down, they had to go off anyway on the side. It'd be quite funny just to watch people scrabble about for a few minutes till the keeper was allowed to come back on. Right, corner kick, taken short. Enzo, different angle, swings it in, over everybody, headed clear. Isidore just uses his body. Dan Neil gets it, but doesn't quite get it away from a Huddersfield player. They fired it forward. Jensen Jones is underneath that one. Takes it calmly past his man and keeps it in, but gives it to a Huddersfield player. Dan Neil wins it, gives it to Nordy, flicks it forward to Rigg. Better, plays it down the line to Giu. Giu's going to dispossessed by Watmore. He doesn't have. He's not the fastest, that Giu. He should, I don't know if he feels like he should have been beating the other man to the ball there, but he's getting a bit more involved. Jones does well there, flicks it to Enzo. Kick the bottom of someone's foot. Neil takes it on the chest, dinks it across to Harrison Jones. Isidore's there with him as well. Jones fired it back at Jensen. Or Rigg fired it back at Jensen. Rigg not doing anything. Here they come. Gone past Enzo. Got Nordy for company. They're going to turn back around. Sorry, I'm being asked by the missus, why am I out so late? And I'm like, because there's a match on. Normally I play 5-a-side tonight, but not not stream the games. Mike does them, but she's a bit like, when are you home? It's like, not for a while yet. John Swinney looking a lot better now with the change of formation. Isidore playing his way into the side on Saturday. Fabian, I think Jan Kucha would be a very good signing for us. Experienced enough, isn't? But he isn't old either. Where's he from? Isidore plays it across to Gio. Oh, it's behind Roberts. To come out to the far post. Roberts taken on his man, gone to the byline, cuts back onto his left. Jones is there, giving him the option. Has he just lost it, but gives it back to Roberts? Played down the line. Now he's got a bit of space. Swings it in. He's over Isidore. Is Jones going to rescue that one? That's a good point. Thank you. Yep. Thank you, Brett. Realise I haven't done this. That is the score currently. Thank you, Brett. I know. Why did no one else tell me? You've been going back for like 10, 15 minutes and no one else said anything. Cheers, Brett. 1-0 Huddersfield. Swings it in from Jones. Oh, Watmore put a tackle in and nearly put it into his own net, but it bounces for a corner to Sunderland on the far side. This is certainly better, a bit more intense than the first half. Kutcher is checking the striker now for his. I know, not Brett, mate. Just Celtic laugh. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, is it Rangers tomorrow? Do they have Club Bruges? Is that where we got Talby from? They've got them tomorrow, haven't they? Swings in the corner over everybody again. Just bounces out for a goal kick. A lot of the Sunderland players throwing their arms up at Roberts for that delivery. We've had a different corner taker every time. So Roberts and then Masuaku on the left. We seem to be alternating them. Yeah, Bruges. It was some dodgy defending from Rangers in that first game, but especially that first goal where they all just left the ball. It was just bizarre, that one. I like Rangers. I like Rangers a lot. I don't really rate Russell Martin as a manager, though. And if you can go back on our channel, even when he was at Southampton and we were playing them in the Championship, I was always saying, like, he's got no plan B. His plan is just attack. I've got nothing else. And eventually people will work him out. So obviously they got promoted in R1. But if you remember, there were several games where we battered them 5-0. When we were at their place, they were 2-0 up, but we got back to 2-2. And I know they went on to eventually win the game. They obviously got battered in the Premier League with 12 points, which is even a feat that we've not matched with 15 and 19. And I just generally think he's a terrible one-dimensional manager. Who do I prefer, Rangers or Celtic? It's Rangers. I like Rangers. Don't know why. Just if I had to pick one of them, it would be Rangers. So if something happens to Rangers and I'm like, oh, that's a shame. If it happens to Celtic, I'm like, Free kick, Sunderland, right on the corner of the penalty area. He's drawn the first 3 league games. Have they played anyone decent within that time? Didn't one of his players refuse to come on the other day as well? Enzo over this free kick right on the corner of the 18-yard box. 58 of you in. Thank you very much there. Please like, really does help to push the video and the channel out to other people. And subscribe if you haven't. We're not far away from 2,400, which is mad. We didn't think, me and Mike never thought we were going to get anywhere near that number. We only started in January last year, so it's doing really well. So please hit that subscribe if you haven't. Really does help out. Enzo over this free kick. Swings it in. Oh, tipped over the bar by the keeper. Motherwell, Dundee, St Mirren got Celtic on Sunday at Ibrox. Wow. So if he loses that one, is he in real trouble with the fans of Rangers? I was trying to think of their nickname, but the Ibrox lot. I used to have a Rangers shirt back when they had like Chris Boyd. Just like men. Oh, free header from, was that Masuaku? Was it Naughty? It was Nordy with a free header in the 6-yard box, just this wrong side of the post. But this is certainly better than we were doing before. Was it free header from 6 yards and puts it wide? It's about a foot wide in the end. Yeah, he's already in trouble. Well, that is a great start for someone like Russell Martin. I think Martin is a manager who says what he thinks to the players, which works to certain players, but you can lose the dressing room. Yeah, is it a bit like, if he was down in like League One or League Two, he's thought of as unbelievable because of how honest he is, and the players don't tend to have as bigger egos there. But when you get further up your leagues and stuff, you find players will just go, no, I'm not having that. Or, players with a bit of a, I don't want to say an attitude problem, but, like bad eggs, shall we say. You never know. Could be that. Ones who don't want to hear the harsh truth about them. Roberts bundled off the ball, but the referee plays advantage. Neil swings it all the way out to Isidore on this left side. Header knocks it back into Enzo, and they've smashed it out. Gooch should just get it clear, but he loses it to Isidore. Isidore gives it to Giu. He couldn't get it back to thinking. The commentator said Giu. Is that right? Is it Giu rather than Giu? Anyway, Enzo on the ball now. Jones on the overlap. Not got much else. Comes back. Masuaku swings it in, Isidore header, and up over the bar. Exactly. He would fit League One or the Championship team because there isn't as many Mavericks. Yeah, that's what I was meaning there. If they get beat, there will certainly be more than a rustle of discontent. That was great, Colin. Love that. Hamza, who refused to play, has signed for Lille for 11 million. Oh, so is it like he didn't want to risk getting injured if he knew he was off? Still. Get Steven Gerrard back. That was when Rangers were class. Right, Nordy plays it down to Jensen Jones, this near side. Plays it through to Roberts. Great ball. That's not Roberts, it was Rigg. Roberts goes past 2. Into the penalty area. Goes past 3. Squares it. No one there. He doesn't look up. You just put it into space, and there was absolutely nobody there on the penalty spot. Everyone had gone near post. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I liked it when Gerrard was there. Just Gerrard gave them the right sort of level of telling them the truth, though, didn't he, as well? He gave them a lot of, like, especially in the first few years, this isn't good enough, this isn't this isn't that, and then eventually got his way, and obviously they reaped the rewards from that one. But obviously it's not working out the same as Russell Martin, but I don't know if that's because Russell Martin only knows how to attack, not defend. It's a bit like when Tim Sherwood was manager of like Villa and Spurs, and they were great attacking outfits, but they couldn't defend. Corner again to Sunderland. Come on. Let's get a goal. Southampton have gone 2-0 up against Norwich. Bradford 3-0 up away at Stoke. Come on. 65 minutes on the clock. Swings it in. Oh, Nordy got there again, but it was cleared. No one went for the second ball. Gives it to Masuaku. Masuaku dinks it out to Enzo. Nice little ball. Enzo now goes on to his left. Gooch with him. Wrestles him off the ball and clears it. Harrison Jones should get there. He does. We're doing well at camping. This is what we should have done in the first half. Completely camped in and they can't even get rid of the ball. Rig plays it down the line to Nordy. Nordy across, shot by Jones, and out of the goalkeeper. I say it was a shot. It's sort of more flicked up off his foot at the keeper and into the keeper's hand. We should play boring classic footy, get a physical outlet up front and play long balls up to the play to cause problems. And we should try long throw-ins when suitable just to cause issues for them. Yeah. It's good to have different styles of play. I know we're not on their level yet, but look at Tottenham. They played a completely dominant style of football against Burnley last week and then realised they weren't going to be able to do that against Man City, so completely changed it up and played completely differently, whereas they had their two fullbacks staying back while their defenders got forward. It's just unbelievable managerial strokes to actually try different systems and formations and that. Free kick given against Patrick Roberts there on this right-hand side. I think Chris Riggs having a bit of a go at the referee. Huddersfield will enjoy the little break they get here, the break play. Huddersfield making a sub. Off goes number 24, on comes number 8. Anyone we know? I think the goal scorer's going off. Yeah. Castledean's going off. Wolves have equalised. Strand Larsen for Wolves against West Ham. Right, are we going to watch them all high five, or are we actually going to, show the game? No, we don't want to see the bloody goal again. Just crack on. Exactly. You have to change something according to the situation you're in, and I think we need to change it to try and catch Huddersfield off guard. Yeah, or even just be different, unpredictable when it comes to even games in the Premier League. We just need to be different. Right, I think we're back. Isidore finds Giu. Giu back to Isidore. He's got Jones on the outside. Giu screaming for it to be in earlier, but Jones waited. Brentford have gone 2-0 up against Wolves. Oh, dear. Brentford are doing better than we thought. Obviously, after that first game against Forest, I was thinking, oh, here we go. We've got a good game against Brentford, another 3 points at home. But it's going to be tricky on Saturday. I'll be there, though. We might be doing a stream on the channel. Mike might be back from his cycle around Robert's edge of the area. Left foot shot, up and over. Poor so far. Well, not poor. We've done a lot better this half than we did in the first half. Just poor at testing the keeper, shall we say. I think that we've had Giu when it sort of fell to him 6 yards, put it straight at the keeper, and we've had another one from Jensen Jones, which he put straight at the keeper as well. Didn't realise Wolves had missed a penalty as well. Oh, now Wolves are 3-2 up. Is that right? Yeah, who's just scored for them? Is that Larsen, did that say? That might be Strand Larsen. I was going to call him McQuakey, but Masuaku won the ball back. Now Huddersfield are trying to counter, dink it all the way out to this left side, and it's gone out of play right by Regis. Brentford have peaked too early. Well, I hope so. Hopefully they come crashing down again on Saturday. I don't know how well we did so well in the first game. I think West Ham were poor, and I think we didn't really account for how poor they are and have been. Obviously, the players played pretty well. And we did all our jobs pretty well. I think the defence did really well at just sort of stemming out any sort of attacks that they had, and hopefully we can do the same against Brentford. It's going to be a different kind of test, of course, the Brentford one. But, I mean, if we took a draw on Saturday, it wouldn't be the end of the world. I think I saw somewhere that if you average 4 points from, 9 games, from 9 games, if you get 4 points from possible 9 throughout the season, you go end up with about 40, late 40s, early 50s in points. So, again, that would be enough. But don't work like that. But we've got to take advantage of having these relatively easier fixtures until Harrison Jones, what is that? Went across the ball and just fired it into the south stand. easier fixtures than when we get into December and January. We did well because we were able to counter West Ham. When teams sit back against us, we struggle. Same thing as last season. Same thing for several seasons. That's the reason we were in League One for so long. Every time we ever came up against a team that will sit back against us, we don't know what to do. A bit like the Burnley game, they were really happy to sort of play a very tight game with numbers in the defence, 5 in the defence at times and 4 across the midfield. That's why our midfield was nullified on Saturday. And then when they obviously nicked one, because Seal didn't come out and close them down, they were happy to sit back and play that game of us trying to draw us out. And when they did draw us out, obviously 2-0. Tried to feed it through. Someone went down claiming a penalty, but Huddersfield are coming away with it now. Played it into the middle. No one's with him. Out to the right-hand side. Sunderland have got back in numbers. Dinks it in. Taylor, free header. That's an awful free header. Potter went home on his own after the match against us. Well, he probably got on his Nimbus 2000, didn't he? Masuaku now. Switching across to Nordy. That was a terrible header from Taylor for them. Free header. 12 yards out and well wide. Halfway out to be being a throw-in rather than a shot on target. Couldn't get through at the box there, Isidore as well. We've given it away again. Huddersfield coming out. Masuaku there, held off the ball by Taylor, and a free kick is given. Taylor not happy. He's pushed the ball away, ref. Card. Now he's having a go at him, telling him to F off. No card or anything. Change in crisis. We need an X-Factor player. We just set up for countering and no plan B. Yeah. Enzo as a number 10 is where he's meant to be, but even if we need a better option than that, then we've got to go there and find it. Rig infield to Jensen Jones. Doesn't quite get past his man. Is that a corner? Corner for Sunderland. 72.5 minutes gone. Here comes some more changes. Marcus Harness coming on for Huddersfield. He played for Portsmouth when we were down in League One. I think he scored a goal against us. Corner taken short. Jensen Jones on it now. Finds Roberts onto his left. Swings it in. Free header from Giu. Over the bar. Jack Rodoni. The greatest player alive. The greatest player of all time, Jack Rodoni. Yeah, I mean, if we try to get him, I think we're going to be playing silly money. He's a good player, absolutely, but we're going to be paying silly money for him. Naughty does really well to win the ball there. Gets it infield to Rig. Rig lays to Roberts. Back to Rig. Square it. Oh, man. He squared it. It was put back out to him, and then from a shot, he's put it into the side netting. Deary me. Rig flicked it to Roberts. Roberts did a lovely little reverse pass. Rig tried to square it. One put it back to him, and from the follow-up, he's put it in the side netting. He's got to shoot from where he is. I see why he's trying to square it. Of course, if he's not a striker and it's on his weaker foot, but you've got to shoot. Maybe drop Sadiq Filafay and play him as a 10. Diarra as box-to-box and Xhaka as a sitter against the weaker sides. Possibly, although I like Sadiq. I thought he's been really in teams' faces. He's been absolutely everywhere, covering the most distance, I think, apart from Reynildo. And I thought Sadiq's been great. I thought Diarra was actually poor against Burnley, but he was great against West Ham. But, it's 2 games. We're going to see some differences between them recently. Roberts flicks it in. Nobody there. Gooch heads it out. Is it coming to Roberts? No. Oh, we haven't got it, and out they go. Apparently that's a foul. Yep, Jensen Jones bundled him over. Now Taylor's gone down as well. We're going to make 2 changes, 75 minutes on the clock. Are we going out? Are we going out early? Oh, dear. Taylor's coming off Huddersfield and Harness is coming on. Is that just off the line from Brentford there? Otherwise, Bournemouth would have pulled one back. Surely offside. Never mind. Maybe not. The other defender was playing him at the back post there. Huddersfield fans look like they're in good voice there. I can't hear them, but seem they're all chanting. 15 minutes plus injury time to go. Stop filming one player and film the game. Masuaku's done well there just to get there first. Turn around. No, he plays it to Patterson. What's he doing? He's just stood on the ball. Even the crowd are getting on him. Like, hurry up. Plays it to Nordy. I don't see us equalising here. Plays it out to Enzo. Enzo finds Jones, and he's gone back to Masuaku. He's gone to Nordy. Giu. Oh, what's that? Neil. Gave it to Neil, and Neil just launches it in the air. Isidore does really well to take it down. Takes on his man on the outside. He's lost it, I think. Oh, does well just to nick it off of Gooch. Jones, blocked. Come on. Rigg doesn't win the header. Enzo on the volley edge of the area. Doesn't drop. Huddersfield. Come on, turn the camera. The ball's over here. Right, Jones has got it now. Jones plays it down the line. Isidore, stop just firing it back every time. You've got time to turn around. Masuaku nearly tackled, but gets it to Nordy. Whips it down the line. Enzo to Isidore. Swings it across, blocked. Is that offside? Yeah, they're going offside. Sunderland making changes here. Milan Alexic coming on for Isidore, and it looks like Jensen Sealt's coming on for someone as well. I wonder if it's going to be Nordy just to give him a rest. I'd at least put on Abdullahi at this point as well. We may as well go for it. This is more one of those games where we could play till midnight and never score. Yeah, pretty much. Jensen Sealt's come on as long as he doesn't give away another goal. That would be lovely. Stop talking like you know how to organise a defence. Why didn't you do it on Saturday? Right, Jones doing really well pushing up. Huddersfield giving the ball away. 78.5 on the clock. Come on. Right. That must have been Nordy that's gone off because Sealt's playing where Nordy was as well. Someone's down. I think it's Rigg. Down on the floor, Rigg. Nothing else. No one around him. Oh, he took an arm right in the face from one of their players. Sheffield Wednesday have taken the lead against Leeds United. Carl Darlow own goal. Let's have a look. He's pushed it out. Put a cross in. Oh, no. It's only Meslier that makes the mistakes here, but it was almost squared at him from the midfield. He was just trying to cross it, and it's gone through his legs and into his own net. Let's all laugh at Leeds United. We're losing 2. You can't laugh too much there. X-Mag. That's true. We can laugh at that fact. Yeah, the X-Mag. Is Rigg lip bleeding or is his nose bleeding? He definitely took like a forearm in the face there. He probably should be taken off at this point. Not because of that, just because we need to get like Abdullahi on, I think, and just properly go for it. Yeah, hopefully people... Exactly. That's the one. Hopefully they'll laugh at them rather. Come on, let's just at least get one back. Jones. Back to Enzo. Let's go backwards, lads. Masuaku. Crossfield ball looking for Roberts. Roberts touch into Jones. Ooh, doesn't quite get past his man, but the right back's furthest one forward there. Enzo with a great tackle. What for? He blocked the ball from going forward. Like, are they saying it's handball or something? Taking their time over this free kick. They know they're nearly there. Masuaku held off on the ball. Huddersfield are going through here. Around Jones. Harness looking at the edge of the area. Crosses it. Patson saves. Right, go. Rig. Being chased down by 2, 3. Plays it out wide to nobody. That's a fair point, Tom, although it should really act as a spur to do enough to get into the A team. Yeah. Come on, Sealed. Good tackle, Sealed. You found your level. League One. You found it. Well done. Just realised the commentator's Michael Bridges. They're just talking about their Leeds game and saying, one of your former sides, Michael. Like he sat here, and I was like, well, this is a former side. Of course it is. That's why he sat here. Come on, Sunderland. Neil trying to push us forward. They're getting it past every time. Long ball. Masuaku drops really deep there to make sure that he got that one easily to Patterson. That was smart play. He didn't sit there and be the last man. He knew he was going to have to drop further back and made sure he won that ball. I think Wolves have beaten West Ham, so another defeat for West Ham. Jones infield finds Neil. Plays it out to Masuaku. Gives it to Sealed. Fires it forward. Easily cut out. Oh, nearly came through to Rig. Right, Rig's on it now. Neil swings it across to Jones. Alexic takes on his man. He's past him. Being pulled back. Swings it in. GU header. Yes! Get in. Thank God for that. Right, we're level. 1-1. I think it possibly is an own goal. GU definitely won the header, but I don't know if it then hit off of the the other player who was with him. All right, let's change that there. Thank God for that, 1-1. We'll go into penalties as it stands. Now let's all laugh at Leeds United, eh? Come on, changing crisis. Let's laugh at them now. Let's have a look here. So it was Alexic, did really well up against Gooch. Gooch pulled his shirt, but Alexic cut back onto his right, swung it in. Gio with the header. I think, is it his header or is it off the... He definitely wins the header. I don't know if it flicks off the defender behind him as well, who might just take the touch in there, but I mean, it doesn't matter. It's a goal. It's 1-1. Mike, you asleep. You're probably just listening to my really dull, dulcet tones. Great save by the Sheffield Wednesday keeper, just to keep Leeds United out. Oh, here we go. Riggs going through, finds Giu. Oh, he doesn't quite get the ball out there. That's the Alexic I want to see. Driving at people, turn around and whipping the ball in. He didn't fanny about, but he didn't also stop and do this slow pass, and he actually drove at people. Roberts pass one, down the line to Jensen Jones, swings it in. Oh, just over Rig. Is that a corner? No, it's goal kick. Goal kick. 85 minutes. Oh, well, I will do my mate. I will do. My mate is a Leeds fan as well. Oh, I get you. I will do. Is there no extra time for this? I really hope not. I think it goes straight to penalties, as far as I'm aware. Please tell me it goes to penalties. I really don't want to do extra time. You know, it's been given to Giu. So 1-1. Does that put him in with a shout starting against Brentford? Isidore was definitely better when he was pushed out left, mind, I will say. When he was playing centrally, he was ineffective, but out left, he did really well, actually. Bit like Alexic driving at people. Why is the game stopped? Oh, someone in the crowd. There's an incident in the crowd. All the people are calling them over. Run. Go. Move. Even the managers are saying, go, go, go. Yeah, there's something going on in the crowd. Yeah, play stopped at the moment. So is Giu quite good in the air? Well, it's the first. Oh, it's probably the second one we've actually put in the air for him. There's one in the first half, but it was over him, and the defender Watmore managed to do it really well to flick it over the bar. But he was up for that one. But yeah, it was a good header there. I'd be interested to see again, like a slow-mo replay, if it did hit off of anybody else on the way in. But he still put himself in there to do it. All right, 86 minutes. Game stopped at the moment because of an incident in the crowd. It took them a while to get moving. All the players were sort of saying, get over. And it took a while. Even Lee Grant had to run back to his own bench and say, get across the pitch. You would think it would make sense to have like a little bit on the far side of a stadium where some medical people could just sit just on the far side of the pitch. So if it was that side, they're there. I know then you could go either end, but at least then they're in the middle. Just because, especially then, if they're not being seen, you just want someone to be there as quickly as possible. But hey, that's just me. I'm going to check the lights. If we're over 30, then we're going to win. If it's less than 30, then then we're going to get beat by Huddersfield. So let's have a look here. So what are we on? 33, so we're going to win, so that's fine. 55 of you in, but there's 33 likes. So if the rest of you wouldn't mind joining in and liking it, that would be really helpful. Thank God for that. They've just confirmed straight to the shooter. Oh dear, some West Ham fans or Bowen's just run over and had a right go at some of the West Ham fans there. Something's definitely been said to some of the West Ham, and Bowen's gone over and had a go at him. Not looking good for West Ham at the moment. I always forget Mac Doherty still plays for Wolves. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. Commentators are trying to decide if they think it's who this suits more, Sunderland or Wolves. I don't really think it matters in terms of what matters is the person in the crowd, of course. But yeah. Oh, let's watch the goals again. Obviously, there's Castledean's lovely volley in the first half. Here we go. Right. Does it hit anybody else? So Alexic takes on Gooch on the outside, pulled back, cuts back onto his right foot, swings it in. Lovely cross. Giu with the header. I think it does hit the other player and go in, but if it does, he's still got a little nick on it to divert it in anyway. In the celebration, it looks like Enzo went straight over to Milan to sort of go, like, that's what we needed. That's definitely saying Giu scored. It just said he got his first goal tonight since his hat-trick against Shamrock Rovers in the Conference League. So that's the level of opposition he was playing in before this game. There'll be a fair bit of added on time here, I imagine, while the game stopped. Just in case you're just joining in now, there's an incident in the crowd, so the game has just paused. Millwall 2-0 up against Coventry. Coventry look like they're going out. It's because you didn't play the greatest player of all time, Jack Radoni. Can't rely on other teams. We should be good enough to stay up without that. Particularly with the amount of investment. Yeah, exactly. We need teams like West Ham to have a full-on meltdown. It certainly helps. It helps having teams that are in a bit of chaos. But I do think that West Ham will sack him at some point and then turn a bit of a corner, get some results, and they'll be roughly where they are always. I honestly thought that would be Brentford as well. Doesn't look that case at the minute. It looks like Keith Andrews might actually get something going with them. But we'll have to see. All we can do is a bit like Burnley, which we didn't do, but we need to be trying to beat the teams that we think are going to be around us. So i.e. the three promoted, or the two of the three promoted sides, and then the ones that were down the bottom before, your Wolves, your West Ham, your Brentfords, they're the ones, Palace to an extent as well, Everton. But yeah, we'll see. Antizio? I don't know how you say that. I'm sorry. Antizio. No! Keep Lefay off. Keep Lefay off. You're not a fan? Are we restarting? The referee's blowing the whistle. Oh. We're resuming. I don't know how long the referee's put up a board now for how long Wrexham look like they've won it in the last minute against Kiefer Moore with the last minute winner. They're going through. Remember, Kiefer Moore with the greatest assist of all time. Right, how long are we going to do? 12. Brilliant. I'm so glad there's not extra time now. Another 12 minutes of this, and then penalties potentially. What's our ball, is it? Yep. All right, I see. Not over Sadiq. I just feel like Lefay is a bit sulky and lacks energy and fire. I just think Sadiq was everywhere and was really good at trying to disrupt a lot of Premier League teams' play. I think Enzo does have his place. When he came on against Burnley, I thought he was very direct. He tried to get at them and tried to make things happen, which is great. But considering how little we'd done in the first and second half, but yeah, I think Sadiq is much better. But it depends what you want. Yeah. Oh, who's getting carded here? Dan Neal's getting a card. Let's have a look at it. Was right in front of the ref. He just tripped him up. We need Dynamo, the magician. Brighton Scottish match. Just tuning in. It's Gooch still on. Who scored for them? Castledine scored for them. Player on loan from Chelsea who's gone off with a bit of a knock since then. Pens, here we go. Yeah, you'd imagine so. You would imagine so. But there's, 10 minutes to go still? We'll have to wait and see. Enzo does well to keep the ball. They look like he'd lost it, but he does well. Sealed now. Finds Neil. Jones down his line. Finds him. Plays it to Roberts. Roberts flicks it infield, but Neil wasn't there and he's given the ball away. Huddersfield come away with it now towards the right-hand side of the pitch, crossing the halfway line with Harness. Past Jones. Jones will get back at him, though, because he forced him wide. And they played it in field. Huddersfield dinking it in. Oh, stream's gone. It's gone back. Now he's going to dink it in again. No one there. And it's going to go out of play for a Sunderland goal kick. 10 minutes to go in Sheffield Wednesday versus Leeds. It's still Sheffield Wednesday 1-0. Kiefer Moore is very limited, but he's a good, honest pro. I'd have taken him quite happily when we were in the Championship. I think he would have really suited the system. But, I mean, I think he somehow managed to do even better for us while not playing for us. I actually worry a little bit about penalties, Fabian. Now you've said, what should the penalty order be? Don't forget, we've missed like our last 5 in a row, or 5 or 6 in a row. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I think Gio will take one. You'd imagine Roberts, Rigg. Well done, Gio. Pass 2, plays it infield to Rigg. Rigg just in the penalty area. Oh, he played the ball down the line for an overlap of Jones, and Jones just hadn't gone for it all. Leeds have levelled. Yeah, you're right. I've just seen that up there. That's disappointing. Jaden Bogle for Leeds, 1-1. Bit similar to our game where they've got a late equaliser as well. The Huddersfield physios are stood behind the goal now all of a sudden, so they're clearly happy with the fan in the crowd, but are they going to go round? You can walk round the goal, lads. You can't just run direct. I think Burnley have just won it against Derby in the last minute. Gone 2-1 up. Enzo now to Alexic. Done well there to keep the ball between them. Masuaku onto this near side. Finds Roberts. Great first touch. Down the line to Rigg. Back to him. No, blocked. It's a throw into Sunderland. Sealed now. Finds Neil all the way across to Jones. We're at 97 minutes. We've still got 5 minutes to go. Alexic gives it to Neil. Dinks it in. Who's that to? You didn't even aim for anyone there. You just curled it straight to the keeper who came out and caught it while there was absolutely nobody there. Who is your favourite team in the Premier League other than Sunderland? I don't really have one. Port Vale have just knocked out Birmingham City. I don't know if I like anybody in the Premier League, really. I don't mind Arsenal. I think a friend of mine supports Arsenal, so I'm all right with Arsenal. Oh, Jay Stansfield having a bit of a fight with some of the Port Vale players there. Jaden Bogle sounds like a character from The Hobbit. Maybe he is. Anyone who is Newcastle? Do you mean anyone who's playing Newcastle there, Tom? Brentford have won 2-0 at Bournemouth. Just for getting them ready for our game. Our game on Saturday. Brentford coming to the stadium and light a course. Sealed now. Swinging it in. Rigg flicked it to Gio. It's just going away from Enzo. Jones going on. Corner. It's a goal kick, apparently. "99 minutes up. Should be 3 minutes left to go. Southampton win 3-0 at Norwich. Will still doing all right at, Southampton. What are they doing in the table, Southampton? Stoke top, then Borough. Wow, I wouldn't have expected that. Then Coventry, West Brom, Birmingham, Preston. Southampton won 1, lost 1, drew 1. They're fairly middle of the pack so far. Huddersfield making some changes here now. I don't know if they're just getting on some penalty takers here. Number 15 off for 25. I think Dion Charles has come off. Two minutes to go. What do you think of Manchester United, Leeds and Brentford? How are we fancying pens? What do you think of Manchester United? I don't really like them. Leeds don't really like them. Brentford don't really. No, Brentford are fine. It's, I have no opinion on Brentford. I just think they're not as good a team in red and white as we are. Harnesses through, plays it into the box. Patterson, oh, he's left it. Oh, he's lucky Neil was there. Jeez, we got away with that one. How we fancying penalties, Tony? I don't know, because I think we missed 5 or 6 in a row. We missed Roberts at Sheffield United, Isidore, 09. I feel like there's another one that we've missed in there as well. We've definitely missed like potentially 5 in a row. On my end of pre-season, if you count that one. Huddersfield edge of the box, shot over the bar. I'm trying not to shout too loud now because we're quite close proximity to another house with young kids in. So I'm trying to talk a bit quieter. Changing crisis. Patterson to be the hero. Maybe. He is all right at penalties, is Patterson. Depends if we've done the water bottle research. We've got about a minute left before we go to penalties. Long ball from Masuaku to Roberts. Roberts is going to get dispossessed with that one there. 30 seconds left to go. Sealed wins a header for Jones. Jones plays it to Roberts. Lovely little flick to Rigg. Rigg flick to Jones. Jones bundled off the ball, but no foul. Oh, Enzo, you could have shot from distance there. Gives it to Neil. Finds Jones. Out to Alexic. Come on, get the ball in. 10 seconds. Get it in. Stop fanning about. Crosses in from Alexic. GU held off. Oh, the referee's given a free kick the other way. He's saying the GU caused the foul. It looked like he was being held, but I want to see that again. Pato will save more than we'll score. Hopefully. Bold shout. Came in. He was being held by one, but he did clatter into the back of another one. He's being pulled. The guy's got hold of his arm. That's shocking. It is time for super subs, Prime Defoe and Prime Minona. They can save us in the penalty shootout. Yeah, we've signed up for one night only. Commentator saying not a foul. I think he's pulling his arm there. Like, oh, geez, didn't see 90 of you in. Thank you very much for joining us, as it looks like we're going to penalties here. So if you wouldn't mind, hit the subscribe button. Really helps us out. Shot from Huddersfield. Cleared by Masuaku. Is that it? But we've played 13 minutes now with 12 added on. I don't know if that's because we were 2 in it already, though. It was a handball. Handball, right, okay. But he was being held. He did have hold of Giu's arm as well, didn't he? Held him from getting there. Well done. Get it clear. Well done. Rigg on the back of player there. Tackle by Enzo. I think you get Enzo probably taking one first. I think he'll try and do a very calm penalty. I don't think he's going to wrap his foot around it. Roberts gives the ball away. Left midfielder praying on. Huddersfield player down in the middle. Don't. Shot from distance. Over the bar. Coventry have pulled one back against Millwall. Had you right. Is it a penalty? Yeah, it must be a penalty. Like Night in the Museum. Goal, Sunderland, please. Yeah, definitely. Don't think we're going to get one, though. I think we're going all the way to penalties. I'm trying to think who's our best penalty. It's probably Phillips has got to be up there as our best penalty taker. I know Bent was a good one as well, but he missed a couple. Missed 2 in one game against Tottenham. Did Defoe miss any penalties for us? I don't think so. Game's underway again. 105 minutes on the clock. Come on. Long ball out on the left. Jones plays it back to Enzo. Back to Jones. Back to Masuaku. Back to Neil. Gone all the way back to our own half from having the ball on the left wing. Plays it all the way down to Jensen Jones. Jones turns. Jones has done all right since he's come on, actually. Done nothing wrong. Plays it infield to Neil. Camera's just gone end to end. Why have they done that? I can't. What's happening? We're just filming Chris Rigg now. Why have we gone to an end-to-end camera, please? They swung it all the way out to the right midfielder. Gooch is out on the right side. Now, finally, we're back. Swings it in. Going over everybody. There we go. 106 minutes on the clock now. Come on. Forward. Neil. Plays it across to Seals. Come on, hurry up. It's Roberts down the line. Infield to Rigg. Nice little pass to Roberts. Plays it all the way out. Alexic's not going to get that one. Oh, he does. Good effort. Plays it back to Jones. Get it in. Roberts, edge of the area. Shot. Blocked by Watmore. Gone out for a throw. Masuaku. Shot from distance. Blocked. Corner. It's gone to penalties anyway, because I can see on my phone it just popped up. Penalties. Oh, it's ended level. So, corner is just going to be probably headed away, something like that there, till the end in it. I think they should put the away fans behind the goal rather than have it up and empty. Yeah, I do as well. I don't know if it's to do with, what you call it, how many, they had. How many they had buying tickets, because it actually looks pretty decent turnout from the Sunderland crowd. Obviously, that stand's empty, but I often think it was better when the away fans were down at the bottom anyway. Right, that is penalties on here. How are we thinking? Are we going through? Are we going out? Did anybody have 1-1? I don't think anybody had 1-1 in the predictions. Let's have a look. 3-0 from Lee. No. 4-1 from Yazzie. No. 3-1 from Tony. No. You were closer with your 1-0, Tony. Hammy Rogers. 2-1. No. 5-2, Richard. No. And then let's have a look on the preview, because, of course, penalties do not count. So, preview, we had a 2-1 win, 3-1 win, 3-0, 3-0, 2-0. You're 1-0. There was a 2-2. That was the closest one-way ticket, Dave. 3-1, 2-0, 5-2. Now, absolutely nada. So, Mike, Richard, and Trevor are still top of the leaderboard for predictions, which, we do a preview video every week and the live stream. So, if you're ever on the live stream or the preview, you get your prediction in the comments or the live chat. We count you in it. And here's the ones we've got right so far with their 3-0 win over West Ham. So, penalties. Here we go. Well, again, please do like and subscribe. Really does help us out. If you do like and subscribe, we'll win. What about that? And if we don't, then that's about it. So, yeah. Let's see do we win? Do we not? What do people think? We not have a great record with penalties, really. Trying to think the last penalty shootout we were in. QPR in the same competition about 4 years ago. Is that the last one? Oh, they've just said in my ear, yes, it is. That is the last time we won on penalties was QPR away in that one where we got all the way through to Arsenal. So, Nichols in goal, number 22 for Huddersfield. Are we going through? Are we not? Come on, everyone. What do you think? I want to know. There's 90 of you in here. Let's have a look here. Fabian Patterson should take the first pen, then Huggins, Masuaku, McKaylee, and then Gio. McQuailey can't take one. He's gone off. Huggins has gone off as well. Colin says going through on penalties. Tom says 4-2 on pens. Fabian says Huddersfield 5-3 on pens. Right, they're doing the toss of the coin. Oh, they're doing it at the Huddersfield end. No fans behind the goal, so it's down at the north end of the stand. North end of the stadium, I should say. So the north stand. Huddersfield had advantage one last round on pens. Yeah, they've done one more recently, certainly. I mean, I don't think any of these players, apart from maybe 09, who's not even playing there. Neil, did he play in that game against QPR all those years ago? Possibly. I wouldn't have thought so, actually. Let's have a check. Go. What was it? QPR 0-0. Sunderland. EFL Cup. Let's have a look. See if anyone in the lineup was there. I don't think they will be. Have we got lineups? All right, lineups. Come on, where are they at? It doesn't want lineups, it's just talking all the way through it. Just had a text off a Leeds United fan who's just put, at least it's not us, just the only ones going to penalties with a lower league opposition. Right, here we go. So it was Burge, Winchester, Alves. Do we have a defender called Alves? Bailey Wright, Hume, Sirkin. Dan Neil did play. So Neil, the only one from that team. 09 as well. Of course, Gooch was in that game, but playing for us, not against us there. So, yeah. It looks weird, though, taking the penalties completely empty in front of that stand, apart from the Huddersfield fans up above there. Huddersfield have the advantage from the last round. Tony thinks they're going to win 3-1. Bring them back on the pitch, sneak them in. It's the best chance we've got. Yeah, probably. Right, Huddersfield are going first as well. So, here we go. 100 of you in. Thank you all for joining. Do hit the like button now, and then we'll go through. And subscribe if you haven't. We're only just shy of 2,400, so really does help us out. Even if you never watch another video, just subscribe anyway. Really helps us out. And Tozy, Tom, you're everywhere. He is, isn't he? Right. First penalty. I'm going to turn my phone off because that just tried to tell me what happened there. He steps up, sends Patterson the wrong way, puts it to the bottom left. 1-0 to Huddersfield. Wasn't lying though, kid. Yeah, it's good pen. Sends the keeper the wrong way. It's right in the corner. Well, nearly in the corner. He's done well enough. So Enzo's up first. Sunderland. This will be Sunderland's first. If we score, I don't want to jinx it, obviously. If we score this, it'll be the first one we scored since August of last year when Robert scored against Plymouth, I believe. Come on. Enzo stepping up. I'm hoping he hits it properly. I don't want to see him roll it towards the goalie. Or don't do a Bruno Fernandes anyway. Staring directly at the keeper, Enzo. Steps up. Rolls it into the corner, but it wasn't great. I think he did that thing that was what you hate where they roll it and the keeper hadn't moved, but then he nearly went back for it. But yeah, 1-1. Enzo gave a little bump to the keeper as well after that. Just passed it into the bottom corner. Well, 1-1. What did people have in the scores again? 5-3, 3-1s. 3-1s. God, you think that's our one so far, and that's it. A lot of hugging going on between all the teams there before each penalty. Patterson putting his gloves back on, clearly doing a James Trafford. Come on, Anthony. He steps up for Huddersfield, number 25. Here he comes. Up over Patterson. Patterson went the right way, but it was just up and over and went to the right-hand side of the goal. 2-1 to Huddersfield. He was doing the Grobbelaar on the line. Not quite the ducking down, but he was going backwards and forwards. Not Bremer, you were the game. So he probably is. He's probably in the dressing room as well, probably in the director's box. He's absolutely everywhere. Yeah. Patrick Roberts is up next. Can he put a few demons right from the Sheffield United game back in October, November of last year, where he missed one? Striding back now. Steps in. Oh, beautiful. Right into the top left corner. Keeper went completely the wrong way. So calmly into the top one. Panenka would be good. No one would expect it. Yeah. He said he is on another channel. Yeah, true. Oh, he is. He's all over. He's a moderator on Mad Mistake. He's a moderator here. Yeah, he's absolutely everywhere. Thoughts on Michele's debut? I thought he did really well. He had a free header he probably should have scored with. He actually was the first one giving us a bit of urgency and trying to drive us forward. That first half, everyone was pretty poor. But second half, he seemed like he was the one trying to go, move, like get going, and was driving forward from centre-back. So I know he's playing Huddersfield, a League One team, but I like what I see so far. Not a bad start. Marcus Harness now up against Patterson. Patterson doing some dancing antics, trying to get him to put him off. Harness steps up, rolls it right down the middle. Patterson dived out of the way. 3-2 to Huddersfield. He is cool. We have met in the wild. I've not met Tom, actually. I'm at the games quite often now, especially with season ticket now. But yeah, bit off to the right, actually. Harness is not quite down the middle. If the keeper had gone the right way, it would have been an awful penalty. Yeah, it's his calling. He's top YouTuber mod is Tom Wallace. Sheffield Wednesday 2-0 lead so far, and Penn's brilliant. I'm going to get a message off my friend in a minute going like, oh my God, they've gone out and hopefully we've gone through. But here is Dan Neil. Come on, Dan. Dan Neil steps up. Easy penalty, right in the right-hand side of the goal. Keeper went the wrong way, 3-3. Oh, yeah, here's Joel Piro's penalty for Leeds. Saved by the keeper, yep. Pato's dancing too much. He's just got to keep doing it, hasn't he? He can't stop now, otherwise it'd be a bit easy for them. When you actually see the end-to-end angle, it's not a great penalty. It's about halfway between the middle and off to the right. So if the keeper had gone the right way, potentially been a different story. But yeah, we'll see. 122 of you in. Thank you. Please subscribe. Really do. Just subscribe. You don't have to watch another video. I'd really appreciate if you did, but just do it. Really helps out. We're nearly at 2,400. If you subscribe and like this video, we're clearly going to get through. Didn't even see him step up, but they've scored 4-3. He must have just absolutely rattled that one in, went to the left-hand side, and Patterson dived the right way, but he couldn't get a hold of it there. Let's have a look. Yeah, absolutely smashed it. Patterson just out of the reach of him there. Tony, I didn't fancy Neil or Roberts to score. No, but, well, they both have. I think Michele is used to the pressure of needing to attack as he was a big club like PSG, so I think he's a great addition. Yeah, that's fair, Fabian. I think that's right. I think it was Calvert-Lewin that had missed one for Leeds. Doesn't look happy with himself. That's both strikers that have missed for Daniel Farke. Right, Rigg for the fourth Sunderland penalty. 4-3 to Huddersfield currently. No one has made an error yet. 18 years old. Forget that he's 18. Chris Rigg steps up, smashes it, but right down the sort of middle-ish. But 4-4. We're at sudden death after 4 penalties each. Here we go. Oh, the advertising boards could do with a bit of a fix. There's lots of it on. Some Leeds fans are leaving the penalties. Oh, it's 3-0 to Sheffield Wednesday. That's why. Leeds is third one. Saved. Has he saved all the penalties? Sheffield Wednesday's goalie has saved every penalty of Leeds United, and they've scored all 3. Wow. Lyndon Gooch taking the 5th penalty for Huddersfield. Come on, Gooch. Do the right thing. Sky it. Oh, hits Patterson on the foot and goes in. So 5-4. Sunderland have to score to stay in. Oh, here we go. Leeds be happy to go out. So Sean Longstaff, ex-Mag. Carl Darlow as well, ex-Mag, didn't save any. Calvert-Lewin and Joel Piro missed all the penalties, and obviously Darlow didn't save none of them. But well done, Sheffield Wednesday. Right, who is it? Jensen Sealed, taking the 5th penalty for Sunderland. I have a feeling this just isn't going to end. It's just going to go on forever, this. Here we go. Jensen Seal steps up. Oh, easily placed into the left-hand side. 5-5. There we go. Proper sudden death now. One step. He only took one step on that penalty, but still managed to lift it up past the keeper. He's bottom 10 of the Premier League that play this round because United play tomorrow. No, it's all the teams that aren't in Europe or in the Premier League are in it now. Whereas anyone who's got European football gets to enter the next round. Here he comes for Huddersfield. Sends Patterson the wrong way, 6-5. Apart from Patterson getting a foot on one of them, none of them have gone anywhere near it. Big game vibes. Needs happy to be out, not like Brett. Oh. Yeah, I think that's why Newcastle aren't in it. Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal, City, Chelsea, all of them. But United are in it, of course. Michael Bridges just said this is a masterclass in penalty taking. I'm not fully convinced of that, but here we go. Milan Alexic got to score to keep us in it. 6th penalty. That's just stupid, Hugo. Alexic saved. There you go. Or has he put it wide? Was it saved or did he miss? Deary me. I'd like to see that again. I don't know if he missed or not. Went down to his left. I don't know if the keeper got a, How do I look so chilled? Well, it's only a League Cup game, innit? But I want to see that penalty again first. I was more annoyed on Saturday about the Burnley performance. You should have seen me after that game. But that's pretty poor. Can you show a replay, please? But it's one of them, as we said earlier on, we said about the players who were trying to stake a claim to, to be in the starting 11 or at least in the sort of starting squads. This is their chance. And have they actually staked a claim to do so? Apart from Masuaku, I think he saved it. I'm not sure on the angle, but I think he saved it there. Apart from Masuaku and Mukwele, I don't really think anybody's done that much to do it. Giu got a goal, of course, there, but wasn't involved much in the first half, and it took us a while to actually get the ball to him. So was it a case of he wasn't involved, or was it a case of we couldn't get it to him there? But, we'll have to see. But yeah, we're out. First round again of the League Cup. It's just become a yearly thing, this, really. So on to Brentford. Did the pen never look confident? Did the pen take? Yeah, Alexic, he didn't look like right. I get a replay from the exact same angle that we've seen all the other ones. I think he just missed. Oh, here we go. Proper angle. No, he just missed. Is he? Did he? Why are you filming him? Just film the ball. They're saying the keeper got a touch, so he must have saved it there. But yeah, oh well. We're out. It's over. Never mind. Focus on winning the Premier League now. That's what we can do. So, thank you all for joining me. It's been a really long one there, but yeah, we'll see you all on the preview for Brentford, which is coming up this week. Mike will be doing his one about fantasy football and seeing how you're all getting on in that one for us there. So, yeah, take care, everyone, and we'll see you later on. Bye-bye now.